show me my video so I can put my tags in, please. Thank you.
I mean, it's up.
Yeah, mine's up as well. Boop. There we go.
All right, cool.
Whoa, fire! I load onto my screen. I just see every like magic effect happen at once. That was wild.
Run the intro.
Yep. Welcome. We're doing intro stuff now. Yeet. Alright, and we're back. We're live once again.
Yahoo!
Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Calamity Remains, a homebrew D&D made by me. But not really, this is an improv one, so it's made by everyone in here. Speaking of that, so, recap. Actually, I'm gonna steal the thing you just said earlier, Shibsham.
Watch before work. Okay.
I want you... Actually, you know what? Fuck this. Wait, I have an idea. I got 5 minutes to watch before work. That's funny. I have Primal. So here's what I'm gonna
Do
do.
you want to all say one word at a time and make like
That that would be really funny. No, I kind of want to
Let's
do
do
that.
it. And we have...
Yeah, okay. Are you all ready?
What is it?
I'm excluding
What?
myself. This is just you three. So you three are basically doing finish the sentence. To basically recap last session. Are you ready? We're gonna start with
we have to do it
Shim.
in character.
That's really funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Oh
really
my
funny.
God.
All right, here we go. Shim, you're
Characters
starting
are
us off.
very different.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hui.
Now it will be
Went.
Reggie. Oh, okay, never mind. We're doing
Oh,
them first. I forget. I never set up
Okay.
an order.
I thought we
Go.
were going down the line, like in the thing.
Let's restart that. Let's restart that. Shim.
Okay, try again.
We.
Went.
Oh.
What? A.
Rock.
Which?
Oh dear.
Hawked.
Did you say hawked?
Hawk.
Hawked.
Hawk
Talked to.
Hawktua.
To.
Us?
And
Okay, this is taking too long.
it's taking a while.
It's a little slow. Okay. General gist of the story is our beautifully 100% mentally sane people here, these three beautiful bastards. They were told by oh god, now I gotta remember her name. Purah. They were told by Purah to deliver a Sheikah analyzing device to Zelda, who is way off over in the central area of Hyrule. But what happened? They got distracted immediately because Magic Boy here, our a Twilight-esque character, decided to investigate the senses of evil that were around the nearing area, where he then discovered a talking statue with devilish horns and outreaching hands, And within this statue, he learned that it needed to be fed souls so that he could be given something. We don't know. But when trying to also talk to the statue, Reggie and Aki found themselves unable to understand its words or hear it to begin with, thus assuming that maybe the statue wasn't talking, but they didn't want to say anything, so they just continued to do what the statue told them to do. And after killing just normal creatures, and it saying that it was not enough, and then going out on a hunt, which took them like 2 days of travel, and killing a camp of creatures, they only then discovered at the end of that little adventure that it too was not enough to satiate the statue's hunger. It wanted
speaking, we
bigger.
We didn't kill an entire camp. We just killed 2.
That is true. You only technically you scared away the camp. That's a better description of it. But they killed the leader of the camp, and that soul was unfortunately not enough. Also, you have a good one, bro.
I realized something after the session that I forgot to mention. You told Koa that he couldn't attack the blue goblin thing because of all the shit that was like in front of him, but you had the blue goblin creature attack me through all that.
I have no idea.
Because he was on one, like, you know how there was like that big wooden like watchtower in the middle of the thing, and Koa had asked, "Hey, can I attack it from where I am?" And yeah, but like you asked Cody, "Can I attack it from where I'm staying?" And he was like, "No, you can't." But earlier, he had me attack. He had the blue goblin attack me from an even
the
worse.
goblin had range. He had a bow. Or the bokoblin had a bow.
But okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's over.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
To get the general gist of the situation, they were sent out on a quest. They got sidetracked, and then found themselves back at where they started, completely empty-handed and having to get back out there and hopefully getting something done. But we'll find out, because I'm not here to push nor shove them in any direction. I'm just kind of letting them do what the fuck they want. But anyways, let's switch to the world map view.
We are the masters of our own destiny.
I keep forgetting.
Keep in mind
I have intro music I can play.
Until we find something bigger.
Hold on, let me.
I don't know why you're saying it like that, because we're not leaving until we solve this riddle.
Oh dear.
Oh
dear.
It wants something bigger than a freaking bokoblin.
We have to stay.
Finish it. Okay, I'm gonna pull up some town themes.
If we leave this rock unturned, we don't know what we.
We'll never find out what's wrong with the rock.
Ooh! I know a side quest we could go on that isn't the main quest at all.
What
have I done?
We could totally go and look at the shrines, like the shrines that Link completed.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's any still like around. I know like some of them have been fucking like.
Okay, so first off,
ride on Link's coattail this whole time.
You may want to do that. I do not know if I think is it Velk? I do not know if Velk would know he would want to do that.
I mean, okay, the question is, has Velk heard of the shrines, or
give me a moment.
Impa specifically keep it away from him?
Oh, the shrines? You mean the ones that Link went to? Interesting fellow, that one.
Cody's scheming. He's doing something.
I think he's doing a suplex right now. He told me
I guess
it's like gonna be like.
The only way I would know of them is if I just saw him to stumble across and be like, "What's that weird glowy thing? Hold on."
Yeah,
my character would know about him.
If there's like a glint or like a sparkle, we're like, "Oh, that's a mystery. Let's solve it."
Yeah, you guys would know all about it, but I wouldn't. I'm the only character out of like the entire world that would know about the shrines.
I just want to state, I do not know why my family is blind to lights that are above my door. I built a live sign that glows bright red. It's very obvious. My mom and my sister have both tried to open my door while the sign is very obviously lit, and then have looked up and been like, "Oh, you're live." What was the point of the sign?
So what you need to do is have an arrow that's pointing to the sign to notify people.
Yeah, maybe you know.
Just a note on the door. Be sure to look up before enter.
Yeah. Anyways, I apologize. What have you Thunderheads been doing?
We went to the
come to realize.
Okay.
We've come to realize that me and what's Jim Cham's character again?
Aki.
Yeah. Me and Aki would very much know about the Link Shrines, whereas
Yes.
Zelk would not.
Velk would be probably the most unaware. He would have heard of them.
I feel like the only one that wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Well,
he would be the
know about
least
kind of away.
interested, or not interested. He'd be the least aware. And as for Aki, you would probably know of the shrines and generally what they were for, but you probably would not have thought to like go investigate them, considering your previous duties in the domain of the Zoros. Yeah.
Beneath me.
They were beneath me.
Hold on one sec. I am going to. There's a thing downstairs that's making a noise, and I don't know if you know this. My the staircase is designed in such a way that any noise that's being done at the base of the staircase, I hear just as loudly as if I'm right there next to it. It is so loud.
That's funny.
That's okay, because I had to go enter Cody's room real quick, so I'll be right back too.
What?
Give me a moment.
I said I gotta go enter Cody's room real quick, so I'll be right back too.
Like over here. Give me a moment. I don't have my headphones on if you're talking to me.
Mr. Gamer Man.
Un momento, por favor. Alright, there we go. I had to take my headset off. Alright. So he left to fix sound things. So what exactly were you all actually doing while I was fixing things?
It's night currently, right? We were going back to town to go rest.
We're back on after we're done, but it's just like I'm fine with that thing being on any other time than whenever I'm like doing a stream, because like I never properly confirmed whether or not it can be heard, but I get the feeling it's like slightly picking up.
I didn't hear it. That helps.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
On my little bar thing, you know, on the streaming software, it does show that like the bar is like half the size it was 2 seconds ago.
That's funny. Okay, so I guess going back to Shim's question, what could you repeat it for me so we can get things kind of moving?
So it was nighttime whenever we finished it off. We were going to town to rest, I believe.
What had happened is I give you the option, I believe, to push through town because you guys were pretty close, or like rest, like camp up again, and you guys decided to just push through. And then I think you had like a late night fight with some skeletons, and then made it to the town. So yes, it would be late night, or it would probably be more because you all force yourself through. It would probably be like the sun is just rising, like you could see it starting to grow.
To town at morning.
Yes, or very early morning, like 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
You just hear worry about rest.
You hear a bunch of cuckoos in the distance just fucking losing their shit. Okay, so I guess with this in mind, and you all have witnessed. Let's bring things together here. You all have just made it to town, talked to the statue, and have been disappointed with the news that it wanted something a bit bigger. It wanted juicier meat than this, and with this, what do you all do with this information? As you see, clearly the sun is starting to rise.
Alright, fuck it. I start dissecting the thing because I hear that monster guts are worth a pretty penny in some places.
So did I already give you guys?
I'm curious of how this thing works.
I forgot. Hold on. Did I already give you guys your reward for kill? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So how this works is in comparison to how like the normal Zelda games work. When you defeat a monster, I just outright give you the loot reward amount in rupees. But because of this, like monster guts don't really do anything in the sense of money. But I'm very curious to see what you're willing to do with the guts now that you're trying to actually get them.
I mean, I could use them to make elixir.
Give me a second, I want to cough. There we go.
Stop dying.
Right. I would love to right now. I hate congestion. It's the worst. It's always in like the back of my throat.
I'm just gonna like write in one of my probably treasure. I'll put it in my treasure the items that I get that like miscellaneous.
So here's what we're gonna do. I want you to make a medicine check to see how good you are at dissecting this creature.
All right.
And actually, before we roll, I want to ask: do you think your character would normally be like the person to dissect creatures?
Very rarely.
Okay,
He's
then
definitely like it's probably definitely like look into the biology of things, but this would probably be like he.
We'll do this at disadvantage then.
Dissected things. Yeah.
So you're just going to be looking for the lowest number you roll out of this dice. Oh god.
Ooh.
Neither option was good. You start cutting this thing up, and then quickly you realize you don't know what you're looking for. You start looking through things, and you think this is a heart. It doesn't look like a heart. You've never seen a heart that looks like this, and you pull something else out, and it's like, is this their stomach? I don't know. Why is it up so high in their head? You have no idea what you're looking at.
This is a reminder, there's a massive hole in its head.
Oh yeah. That's one
I did
step
forget.
taken away from it.
Yeah, you're right.
Definitely take a horn
If there was a you could do that. If there was a brain to taken out, unfortunately, it's already left the body. But with that, unfortunately, you were not able to gather much out of it. You were a little too sloppy with your work.
Okay. Did I at least get the bokoblin horn?
I'll say you can gather the horns because the head's a little messed up, so you can gather what was remaining of the horn.
It's probably already just dangling.
Yeah.
I just had to pull.
You just see it like dangling, just.
Okay, cool. Well, this was an endeavor. I need to study on the biology of this shit.
You just hear a kookaburra laugh as Reggie flies away.
Oh, where's Reggie going?
To the bar.
Oh, of
to the
course.
bar, of course. Is there even a bar in this town?
There is.
He'll find one
not
miraculously.
But there is a place where he can buy like drinks and stuff.
Oh, that's what he's
Come back. He's like nailing lumber together.
He's building a bar.
Yeah.
This would be a perfect place for my bar. Aki, what are you doing? Huh?
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
What?
Aki.
Yeah, Aki.
Yes. Yes.
Quinn, what was your character's name again? God damn it.
Reggie.
So, this city, or this little town, it doesn't have a bar, right?
I did not peruse very long, but I don't think so.
Reggie, you would
Reggie's
know.
already gone. Reggie's already gone. He
I
was gone while you were dissecting.
I like to imagine you turn around, you see this perfectly like shaped puff cloud of him, and it just
somehow hear me.
Yeah.
Anyway, Reggie, are there any bars here in town?
Reggie's long gone.
Yeah,
I just said that.
Dang it.
He was gone while you were dissecting.
Either way,
I guess I will follow along with Reggie here and see if he, well, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to need one of us.
Because I remember I have a spell.
Oh dear.
That doesn't require any magic. Like
no.
It's a simple spell. Okay. Of which I can mend things together. So if we were to theoretically just grab a bunch of wood and like shove it together in a way of like kind of like a little building, we could totally make like a little bar.
I don't think
Just
that's how
in town and sell it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, mending doesn't work that way. It basically just repairs minor damages.
No. Let's let him try it. Let him try it first. It's his idea. You know, he's getting used to this new magic system. So let's let him.
Yes.
You got to do your plan first. We'll let you cook first.
Single break or tear an object. If I remember, it was like a 1 foot. Yeah, 1 foot in dimension.
You didn't mention
if I
you
like
mend
apply
it.
it to shit. Yeah.
It doesn't create. It just repairs.
Oh, I can't like mend 2 sticks together and make a longer
no,
stick.
it's not the Tears of the Kingdom system, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
You can't
Never
super
mind.
glue 2 swords together and be like, my sword is now long.
Yeah, I didn't know my own limitations.
That's so funny.
What if
Yeah.
you break the two sticks and then push the ends together and try to mend them together.
Then they would mend. If you took the stick, you broke it in half, and took the two broken ends, put them back together, and used the spell, then it would fix itself and it'd become a stick again.
I mean, like, if you had two different sticks, you broke two. Could you mix like the pieces, or does it have to be the same
it would
piece?
have to be the same piece. But I do like the idea that, like, while Aki and Reggie are in town looking around, he's like gathering wood, and he's like, "This will totally work." He's just like,
I just spent an hour.
Genius.
yeah. It's like, I am
And
too
then
smart
realize-
for my own good.
And then it's just like, oh right, this only works on repairing items, not. I don't have
Okay.
nails.
You took the
I
time to
thought
learn
of
the
something.
spell. You forgot.
I forgot.
He
I
forgot.
thought
It's
of
okay.
something.
What is it?
So Reggie would know that there's not a bar in here, so he probably just goes to Pura's to get drunk.
Oh God. I mean, you would know there was a place to get drinks from. It would just be the shops.
Yeah.
Pura doesn't particularly have alcohol. You were the one who brings it to her. You were
Hey,
your
Pura,
own
look at
supplier.
Look at this, Pura. This is what we call Jim Bean.
You go into Pura's place. You see she's very clearly busy. She slowly turns and says, "I locked the door. How did you get in?"
You left the window open.
Son of a... Get out! You were supposed to have left like a day ago. Or no, it was 3 days ago.
We did leave.
What's this? Legend of
And then
Zelda
we
Indigo
came
Man?
back.
It is. This is this is us trying to fill in the blank from Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom in our own funny way. It's a entirely improv-based campaign, so be prepared for bullshit that makes no sense. Anyways, exactly this.
We did leave, and then we came back.
You weren't supposed to come back for like another week or more. Why are you still here? Says Pura.
We found a weird Well, I guess Zelk found a weird statue, and he thinks it talks to him.
It's Velk and what?
Same difference. Anyway, he found a statue, he touched it, and now he thinks it talks to him. I think he's a bit loopy.
He's not from this dimension, so it's not improbable for him to be able to talk to things you can't see. But still, why?
Because it was asking us to feed it stuff, and so we went and found a bogoblin camp, killed its leader, and then brought it back. But apparently that still wasn't enough.
That is... You know what? Give me a minute. You see her like hop down off the table she's working on, and she walks to like this little back area where there's a ladder. She starts to climb, and you hear the shuffling of items, and then you hear the clinking of glass, and then you hear her footsteps pitter patter. She slowly walks down the ladder with clearly a bottle of sake, and walks over to you and says, "If I give you this, will you leave my house and start going on the mission I gave you 3 days ago?"
Reggie just like grabs the bottle in his mouth and just flies off.
Thanks.
Since I've been following Reggie for a minute now, I want to see him take off, and I'm going to I'm gonna yell and be like, "Stop, you bird! Don't you dare get drunk!" And I'm gonna actually cast Hold Person.
Oh
Try and stop
God.
Technically speaking, Reggie isn't a humanoid.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, humanoid
You have to be
means
like a full
human
bird.
shape.
Yeah, you'd have to be a full bird for that spell not to take effect.
Oh,
You
okay.
are still humanoid. You may look like a bird, but you are still humanoid in shape.
You
I
have
mean, birds
5
don't have 5 fingers. You got 5 feathery fingers. But anyways, well, roll for the saves. Let's
It's a
get
wisdom
this.
saving throw.
Let's roll.
Wisdom saving throw.
Rolling on the floor.
Yeah, I was like, that is probably his weakest.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got +1 to wisdom.
Oh my God!
18.
Yeah, that passes.
You cast this spell, and it is as if nothing has even happened. Like a little wisp of light bounces off of him as he continues to fly where he's going.
Reggie just like puts the finger up and it's like, "Fuck you, fish boy," and then starts drinking his sake, and then immediately just nosedives down into the floor.
I like to imagine like you start flying off and then you fall into like that lake area. Just you see like the splash of the water come up.
Do I see any of this while I'm sitting here?
You're sitting there fidgeting with wood and materials, and Aki, you see this, and then you hear from behind you, "Oh God, you're here too!" As Pura walks out the door and sees you slowly walking up the area.
Don't even tell me. I know.
Get out of here! I told you 3 days ago.
I didn't even want to be here. And I'll like start sulking across.
You hear her yell in distance, "Did you even visit the shops like I asked?" And now we go over to Velk, who has been fidgeting with wood for about an hour. Velk, you've been putting this stuff together. You've been stacking planks together. You've managed to wiggle some loose planks from nearby fencing and stack them together in the shape of a structure of sorts, and you start using your magic. And you quickly notice as some planks snap together, and others seem to not be affected, and then you remember, oh wait, this only repairs broken things, it doesn't build. Fuck. And as soon as you think this, all of it falls down together and collapses.
Well, there goes my dream of owning a business. Well, time to leave. Where are those two?
Just then you see just Reggie falling out of the sky.
Ah, that makes sense.
And you hear a very loud audible psh as you see water just fly up into the sky.
Now where's Aki?
I'm going to kill you, bird!
Well,
you hear off in the distance.
Alright, that was very convenient. I start walking towards them.
You hear off in the distance, "My cabbages!"
Oh no.
Oh, he's here.
You all have this occur, and you start to recoup. Aki, you get over towards the shoreline of this lake, and you quickly see, or this pond area, and you quickly see Reggie just kind of floating face down in the water.
In the Yamcha pose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ready my bow for a minute and like pull back and like be like, no, and I'll put it back into like my quiver.
So is he dead, or...?
I hope so.
Okay. Well, we gotta fish him out.
Suddenly he just gets up and walks out the water and just like, "I'm alive!"
So quick motion jolts, stands in a pose.
Also, because it's all wet, you can just see like...
He's like a wet owl.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You can just see like this like scrawny old man body. Like...
And then...
like, have it...
How the hell do you punch so hard?
I got strong fingers.
Alright, all in the fingers then.
And in that moment, you see him quickly shake off and puff up like a fucking ball of fluff.
Yes.
Now we're in the opposite direction.
Alright, boys. Let's go before Pura kills us.
What did you do?
As you say this, you quickly see a little blue dot forming on your chest, and you hear a faint beep, 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 beep.
For reference, I have no idea what that means, but I'm imagining Reggie does.
Yep.
Damn, and I thought what I was doing was stupid.
Reggie just starts running.
You see him like a cartoon character. You see like this dust trail behind him. You all look at each other as you realize you have the moments of doing whatever you want, but you do need to, due to Purr's requests forcefully, it is probably time to leave the village. But you can shop still if you want to.
Oh yeah. What all shops are there again?
So allow me, because I am
Such a
smart
guy
person
guy.
who made shop list. This is Hateno Village. So there are 2 shops. There is a general store and an armor shop.
I'm going to the armor shop.
Okay. Immediately getting there, you see that this building doesn't really have much in it. There seems to only be 2 sets, but the person who is running the store seemed very pleased with the sets they have gathered. You see them quickly brushing it off with like a feather duster, and they're cleaning, make sure it's all polished, and then they look over at you and says, "Oh, can I help you? Are you interested in my beautiful sets of armor?"
Yeah, what you got here?
So the first thing you see is what looks to be your general Hylian-like drab. It is this, like, cloth shirt with some stuff over it, and similar to the pants and all that, and leather boots. It's your very general, like, travel wear. And then next to it, you see this silvered armor with blue coloring that very clearly marks the emblem of the Hyrule Kingdom. And this appears to be your general soldier's armor. He says, well, this is what we have. We have what is known as, what a lot of people call it, the Hylian set. It is very popular nowadays due to the fashion statement of, and he kind of nudges, and you see, like, in the back of the shop, framed an image of what looks to be a crudely drawn Link, the hero of our beautiful world. And this over here is the soldier's set. It is designed after all the Hyrulean soldiers who and he lowers his head, who failed that horrible day all this time ago. But beyond that, which would you prefer?
Probably the one that didn't end with a bunch of deaths.
You see him blink like 3 times audibly. He says, they weren't the cause of the death. They just, it's in honor of. Okay. So you want the full set? Sorry, what were you saying, Reggie?
Oh, no, you go. I was just gonna...
Okay, he's just advertising his clothing. He looks over and he says, the Hylian set is, for the full thing, because we are doing package deals, unfortunately, you will have to buy the full set in total, which would come out to be, and you see him, like, pull up this little flap in front of the stand that has the armor on it, and he says, 270 rupees.
That is out of my budget.
Oh, well, I apologize then. Maybe you can find work elsewhere, or the general store across might have something more of your price range. They won't have armor like this, but they'll have supplies I'm sure you may need.
Alright, bye.
Goodbye, have a good day. Come back when you have the funds. He's, like, waving out of his shop.
You don't want to dress like that stupid Boy Scout.
Just fucking vomit.
Just getting like choked on like peanut butter in the back of my throat. Okay. I completely lost my train of thought with that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we finally leaving the village, or?
I mean, if there's something in the general store you think that would be worth doing, then yeah.
No.
Alright.
No.
Alright then, off we go! Adventure! Back to our original task.
But the booze!
Don't worry about it. You got plenty of booze right now.
But the booze! I want the booze!
In my ass.
as they slowly bicker down the hill. So I will now ask, since you guys are, well, actually, oh god, I just now remembered, you guys haven't slept yet. So as you're making your way out of town, you all suddenly feel this overburdening weight begin to layer on top of you, as you all now remember you haven't slept.
Oh yeah.
Reggie flies up to a tree and closes his eyes and immediately starts snoring.
I think we leave him. I think we really do it this time. I think.
We really do it this time. No, we should probably sleep.
You turn around and you quickly see that there is a little hotel off in the distance in the village. Then you look back at Reggie sleeping in a tree.
I'll leave Reggie here to deal with whatever shenanigans occur. I'm going to bed. head start heading to the inn.
All
I'll
right.
come with you.
You all quickly leave the snoring Reggie, and as you are walking, you very audibly hear a thump as you've seen he has fallen out of the tree in his dead stupor, and is completely out cold, sleeping on the ground now. He's like, his butt is like perched up high in the air while his head is like in the ground, but he's still snoring. And as you make your way to the inn, you see an elderly man kind of sitting outside the building. He has his hands resting on a cane, and he's looking around, and his eyes catches you two walking up. He says, "Oh, how are you here to sleep for the morning, I guess?"
Yeah.
All right. Is it just you two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just us.
Uh,
Don't know why
did-
you're questioning why there's only two of us, but you know.
I was asking if I need separate rooms, but if you want one, I could do that.
Would it be cheaper?
2 separate rooms, please.
I see how it is.
You see him nod and smile, and he walks, and he brings his hand up in a following motion, and then he leads you all inside the inn, and he walks behind the counter and pulls up 2 keys. He says, "These will be 10 rupees each, just for the night."
Alright. Well,
Alright,
pay the
alright.
man.
I will gladly pay for my room. I give him my 10 coins and go to my room.
You have all the rupees.
Well, fuck you. You wanted to do 2 rooms.
I
Felk
will
is
sleep
lonely.
in the pond then.
You can either follow me or figure it out.
You see him looking at you with another key, and he's like, did you do... Okay, then, well... Then Aki, I guess, goes to the pond. Velk was just really lonely.
Oh, pond.
Yeah, no, you do. And you settle in, and you quickly see, as you are getting comfortable in the water, this really weird-looking fish with gigantic bulbous eyes and this scrawny body just staring at you while you're trying to sleep.
Oh
And-
god.
He just looks at you, and he's moving really fast, but not moving at all. He's staying completely still, but his body is, like, moving really fast. He's looking at you, and you occasionally see his mouth open and then shut, go, "Boop, boop." And that's what you see as you finally start to go to sleep.
Okay.
And with that, you all can enjoy a long rest as you all wake up, probably around, I would say, let's say like 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., 2 p.m.-ish,
Can I
Yes.
do something funny?
obviously.
As Cole, or not Cole, as Zelk wakes up,
Oh my
he
god.
sees just outside the window these 2 red eyes just staring back at him.
What?
Hi! Good morning, sleepyhead.
What time is it?
2 o'clock. We gotta get moving before you're filthy.
We slept in that much? Jesus! Quickly get dressed and get up.
And as
I
that's
want to come
happened...
back to the village, like
Yep.
brushing off the algae from the pond.
Yep.
Oh,
You,
Gross.
as you're sweeping yourself off, you then notice on top of your head that little weird fish just flapping up and around on top of your head.
Making any new friends?
Oh, you found yourself a new mate, have you, Aki?
no, no, I have not.
You throw him off, and he falls into like the little river and starts swimming down.
Zora mates with regular fish.
Never been
Don't
a
start
D&D
with the
guy, but I got a
accusations.
friend that plays. What's the potential for a 2-player D&D game?
Shall write that in my notes.
Don't particularly know what you mean by that, unfortunately.
A 2-player D&D would...
I mean, it's not impossible to do 2-player one,
Yeah.
but
It just depends on who wants to join what
Yeah.
D&D, really. Like,
it's kind of depending upon also the story you want to tell.
Are you
Yeah.
like, thinking like DM and player? Or are you
That's what I'm
thinking,
trying to
like, 2
figure out.
players?
So we have a person called Jarl the Great, which, by the way, funny name. Never been a big D&D guy, but I got a friend that plays. What's the potential for a 2-player D&D game? I think if it's just you and the DM, or if it's just you and the DM, you can do it. I would honestly recommend that to be more of something like a horror D&D, where it's just like a one shot where you just kind of, the person tries to settle you in for something a bit more of a spooky tale. But if you have at least another person, then you can do stuff a little more, maybe like a group of thieves or something, and you can do a lot more with that and go a lot more of the distance, especially based on what story you're trying to tell. But yeah, it's possible. But anyways, you all are meeting, and this fish situation has occurred. What are you all doing now?
I guess just getting ready to set out.
All right. If that's what the case is, then you all can... Okay, I see. Yeah, then you all can start making your way.
I forgot
Now, where are we going this time?
Movement to time is 54
Why
feet,
did
by the way.
that delete itself? How dare.
But yeah,
Where are we going this time, lads?
gotcha.
Where? So we're just generally trying to get to Central Hyrule, right?
Yes. If you look towards the center area of the map, you'll see what's called directly beneath the giant letters of Central Hyrule. Right, nestled in between, you'll see what's called Sacred Ground Ruins. It's a little hard to see because I think Zelda icons are a little above them, but I'll try and move them out of the way so you can kind of see them better.
I fly all the way over there.
No, you don't.
Oh, that's a good idea. I also do that. I also fly.
That's crazy. Velk just insta transmissions over there. Yeah.
Well,
So
we're just going back to Cliffs of Quincy. It just depends on if we want to go left or right on this.
yeah.
Might
It's
as
kind
well
of just
go the
dependent
same
upon
way
which
we
direction
went
you guys
last
are going.
time, right?
Okay, yeah.
Unless we
yeah,
plan to like cut through Mount Rosewood and like make our way over to Little
Oh.
Bridge.
I mean, I'd
Little
say
twin
we
bridge.
DM.
we kind of just we go back over there. We just kind of start making our way north, or I guess to west.
I do like that
Whatever.
idea of cutting through.
So for
Mount
me
Rosewood,
personally,
though.
I think if you're wanting to
And, like,
experience
trying
D&D,
to,
I would
like,
recommend experiencing
shortcut it.
first as a player.
Oh yeah.
DMing
Actually,
is a whole
that's
different
not...
situation.
You
It's
know
a
what?
lot
Yeah,
more
let's
difficult
try
than it
doing
seems.
that. So we could like. Okay, how do I keep this existing?
You have to go to the measure tool and where it says instant, set it to linger. So you can do this.
Well, it ended up doing it anyway. Okay, cool. But I'm thinking we go that way. Right. Do it.
It's a drawing. Stay in between the lines.
Yep.
Oh god.
And
So
you
we
guys
end
are-
up like, right around the plane.
So you guys just like
Yeah.
kind of cutting through instead of just going through the path, I'm guessing? Is
Yeah.
that... So this is...
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Oh, I was thinking that we even like.
I was thinking like we cut through like
well,
like,
there's a lot
clear
of
that.
mountain. There's like a lot of mountain edge right there. Like right there is like the only spot that is like feasibly without having to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can
Wouldn't
try
that be
DMing.
funny?
Don't get me wrong.
we
I would
climbed a
100%
mountain?
recommend
If we tried to climb a mountain,
trying
already
to,
just
to
flies
understand the
over it.
fundamental of doing DMing, because it is a lot of work with it. Spend a lot of time
exhausting.
learning what like other
Yeah,
people
alright,
have
I'm good
done
with that.
and
Cut
learning how
over
to
the
do your
river.
own way of things. That's
Yeah, we'll
biggest
cut over the
information I'd say.
river. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But either way,
Yeah.
that's like the easiest without like, because climbing a mountain would probably take longer than us just walking the damn trail.
Yeah. All right, I'm good with that.
All right.
Then it's settled. That's where we're going.
All right. I assume this line here is y'all's objective, and you're trying to head to, or at least in the direction of Dueling Peak Stable.
Yeah, we're heading to the stable.
And with that, what we will do is what we normally do. We will transition you guys to the travel token as we get you all over to about right here for the first night. As you all are traveling across the path, you're making your way through. It's pretty peaceful over here. You see a couple different animals kind of tracing around the cliff sides and running around. And for the most part, it's a generally calm journey through the path. But you quickly see, as you've been walking for a while now, that nightfall is starting and that it is getting late. And you know that if you are not careful, you might get attacked in the night due to some skeleton foes. So, do you all keep going forward, or do you all set up camp for the night?
We should probably set up camp.
Can I ask about this blue thing on the screen?
This?
Is that like what's under Reggie? Or not Reggie? Well, kind of Reggie, but
You're talking about this thing? This
Underbelt.
is generally. Oh wait, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So what he is currently standing on, technically speaking, his token is, that is a Sheikah Tower. Just so you can understand, you may not know this, but just to help you understand from the mechanic side of the game, in Breath of the Wild, this was used to layer out the map so that he could see where he was going. Fortunately, you guys just have a map. But yes, so the structure is still there, and you are able to explore the structure if you so wish to choose. And it'll give you a really good view of the layout of the land, if you will. But that's entirely up to you if you guys so choose to do that. But right now, you guys are setting up camp and slowly managing your way. I guess I'll move this token out of the way because you guys are basically just using your own. And you all are setting up camp. So what I will ask is, how is everyone getting things together? You have a good one, by the way, Joel.
Reggie is on a tree, asleep.
Oh. Once again.
Well, I'd imagine that I'd need to get some wood.
Yep. This is just set up basics for camp.
Hey, Aki.
Yes.
How funny do you think it'd be if we cut down
Oh god.
the tree?
I think that would be perfect.
Oh wait, the music. Shit.
Are we gonna just forget about the guy who just ripped off the head of a bogoblin and scared the rest of the camp into retreating,
Oh, absolutely.
including his leader?
Yes. Yes.
100%.
We are gonna see the drunk stuck up in a tree right now. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So.
Do we even have an axe? Hold on.
I actually have a solution to this. I want to use my Pact of the Blade to create an axe.
Oh shit. That's cool. I like that.
I'm like silently cheering you on.
Very
So,
quietly,
I
so
like-
you don't wake him up. It's just go.
You could
The
do it. You
bulb
could do
on
it.
The bulb in my head's gonna like light up and like in a flash create this purely light-based axe, and I'm just gonna start chopping away at the tree.
Yeah.
Hello, Reggie.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a few things. First off, I want you to do a general strength check. So just roll flat strength. But we're also going to have you do sleight of hand to be as quiet as you can. Sleight of hand or stealth. I'll let you do whichever one you choose. Oh
Whoa.
my goodness.
Whoa.
His eyes glow bright yellow as he knows what he must do.
I hope he gets that one on his stealth.
That would be really funny.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not good.
I know your passive perception is better than that, sleeping old man. But
I have an 11.
you cleave through this tree really quickly. But unfortunately, the jolting of the tree and such this quick motion of the axe stirs the waking Reggie. What do you do in this moment, Reggie? As you quickly notice that your tree is currently being chopped down.
So, I'm not going to do anything yet. But as the tree falls down, he notices Reggie's not even in that tree anymore.
Oh God! Smooth.
And behind you, you just see Reggie.
Reggie.
So,
Good morning.
you want to disturb a drunk man's sleep, do you?
Well, I would say no, but actually yes, I would.
Damn it.
You missed.
I
He like
told
takes
him
the
to
axe.
Stop, Reggie. He wouldn't listen.
You go to throw a punch, and he takes the axe and he points your hand in the other direction. It's like slow motion. You are still very
I was
loopy.
I was gonna say something else, but okay.
Yeah.
You drunk, you
I'll
can't
just-
even look at me straight.
I was just gonna say that Reggie just mid-punch just falls over and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, as soon as he says this, he notices you're already back to sleeping on the ground.
It's alright.
All right, well, I'll finish off the tree, I guess.
No, you've fully knocked down the tree. That was a really well
Yeah.
done like job.
Right. Velk, do you want first watch?
Yeah, all right.
And then I'm gonna go lay down at like the dampest spot of camp.
Yeah, and you do that. The two of you are sleeping, and Velk is remaining up for the night. Velk, could you roll me a perception check? This will be for the night to see if you see anything
Yeah, all right.
of your watch, of course.
Perception.
No, you don't see
kidding me?
anything.
So many low rolls today.
Yeah, your rolls have not been amazing, but hey, it's D&D for you.
I mean, 3 out of 2. That's not too bad.
You're looking around, but you're also really tired. You start to kind of doze off, and as far as you know, nothing has occurred. But your shift has come to an end. It is time for you to wake another. And from your previous situation, you know that Reggie will be generally the last person to wake up. So it's probably smarter to wake up Aki, unless...
Yes.
Unless. What? It's just Aki's turn.
Well, that's up to you. You get to choose who you wake up. I'm just feeding the fire.
Actually, you know what? Reggie's been sleeping a lot. Reggie. Reggie. Hey. It's your watch. Go
Reggie
watch
just
things.
starts. Reggie just starts like worming his way. Just like you just see the mound of dirt, just like pushing apart as he just like doesn't even get up and just starts worming his way over to the post.
Yeah, right. I get in my bedroll and I go to sleep.
Yep. And with that, Reggie, roll me perception check. I'm debating disadvantage, but I'll hold off on that for now. Roll me perception check. All right.
Nice.
I don't think disadvantage would have done much.
Yeah, probably
Reggie's
would
good
have.
at waking up.
You finally lift your head up off the dirt. You wipe your feathery beard clean, and you look around. And as you're looking around, you hear this skittering noise, and you slowly track with your eyes and your ears as you look over towards Velk, who is already passed out, and you notice this pouch he has on his side that seems to have stuff trailing out of it, and where you see quickly a little rabbit-like creature with a glowing blue fur digging into his pouch of rupees.
I want to grab it.
So here's the fun part. Now we have to do a little contested situation. So,
okay.
First off, I need you to roll. Let's do athletics. And I will also be rolling similarly.
Okay. Well, bam. 23.
Oh my God, I don't think the round's gonna be much more than that, but we'll find out. Yeah, no, you quickly lunge at this rabbit and grab it in your hands. And you see, as you do this, in its mouth is filled with rupees. You do not know how much, but it is loaded. And the moment you grab it, you just see it start to, like, one by one, start spitting them out.
Okay, little rabbit. What's going on with you, buddy? Why are you getting the rupees?
And it is at this time, I think, you will now notice and get a good look at this creature, as it does not appear to actually be a rabbit. It has these moth-like antennae with this owl-shaped face that seems to have, I believe it has 2 faces, but let me double-check myself here before I say anything incorrect. No, okay, so these ones just have a single. It just looks like it has an owl face, but the proportions of a rabbit. And it's glowing blue with these golden antennae, and it has these orange eyeballs that glow in the dark that are looking directly at you. It looks afraid, but you don't know if it, like, fully is or not. You can see that it definitely knows that it's been caught.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How does taming animals work in this?
Oh my God.
It is... So here's what I will say. I am not going to be as lenient as I was for you in that one session of the original Omen.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you guys just fucking do that shit. All right. So taming is going
One.
to be a thing. It is a situation of constantly trying to gain the trust of a creature.
Okay.
If you're attempting to tame the creature you are currently holding, that's already at a disadvantage. But what I will say is, actually, roll me a history check. Let's see if you know what you're holding.
Boop.
No, this is a really ugly looking rabbit.
Oh, you're so cute. I love you. You're mine. I'm gonna keep you. And he just like, he just puts the rabbit in between his feathers.
Oh god, its head is like kind of like poking out. It's looking around. It's a little scared. You don't know what, but it is staying there until you go to sit back down, where you then hear a as you look down, and it has seemingly disappeared. But in your beard lays all the rupees that it had managed to steal. And now, the fun part, I get to see how much it has stolen from you. So here's what I'm going to do.
From me.
Well, I guess in this case, Velk. I'm going to roll. Velk, how much rupees do you have in total? Just out of curiosity.
190.
Okay, then this should be more than enough. I'm going to roll a d20. I'm going to roll 2 d20s. It managed to steal... Yeah, shit, grab it. There we go. Okay, let me see. What's 13 plus 9?
13 plus 9 is 22.
Alright, it stole 22 rupees. And in your beard currently lay the 22 rupees.
Oh, alcohol money.
Okay. And with that, your shift will eventually pass.
Raising my money up to 126. Yep.
That's funny. Poor Velk. But with that,
point, I'm gonna look in my wallet and be like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, there's currently a hole in your wallet, so that's another thing. We'll get to that though. So you realize that your shift is coming to an end, and Aki is the one next in line. So how do you wake up Aki?
I wake up Velk. Velk, wake up!
Oh, what?
Your turn! And Reggie just flies up to another tree and goes back to sleep.
Oh, no! Little bastard. I walk over to Aki, basically stumbling over myself. I'm so tired, and be like, Aki, kick his little, wherever he's sleeping in. Hey, Aki.
Yes.
Your watch. And then I just walk over and lay back down and go to sleep.
I have the second watch. I guess I'll... Oh, am I doing perception check?
Yes, everyone will be doing perception checks in these situations. But yes, you wake up as you watch Velk go back to sleep. It is now your shift. And in this, I would like you to roll a perception check as you also describe how you get yourself ready.
I sort of stroke my hands over like my fins, trying to like get them all prim and proper.
Yep.
Kind of like combing my hair, in a sense.
You similarly do not see anything in the night, unfortunately. For you, at least, it seems to be a peaceful night, and you're able to kind of just watch until the sun rises fully back up. And when the sun reaches its zenith, it is around 12 p.m. Morning is officially over, and it is daytime. And you quickly notice that, well, actually, I guess you all can describe how you wake up now, as it is Aki's shift is finished.
Alright, well, I guess...
Unless, Aki, you would love to wake them all up in your own way. That's also possible.
I guess there's closest. How close are we to this lake?
It's
Is it
it's a good while.
Okay. Then, yeah, I guess I'm just chilling here. I won't wake anyone up. I'll just kind of let the first person wake up.
Gotcha.
Morning, Aki.
Good morning, Reggie.
How'd you sleep?
Well, I slept well.
That's good, that's good. What about you, Velk?
I don't know. I got woken up by a weird little glowy-eyed bird in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? And he just sort of chuckles to himself as he just turns and starts walking down the trail.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Uh,
I get up, roll up my bag,
the
brush my teeth.
moment you start getting up, you quickly hear the sound of clink clang as something hits the floor beneath you, or tink tang. As you look down and see rupees from your wallet starting to fall out.
What? Hey!
You then notice that there has apparently been something has apparently gnawed through your wallet.
What the hell? Hey, did any of you guys see something animal? Hey, you guys see a weird animal?
Nope.
No. No, not on my watch.
There's over 20 rupees missing.
Oh, that's a shame.
Ah, man.
It must have happened on one of you or Reggie's watches. Nothing
Aki,
happened.
because I definitely do not think Velk would know this, but Aki, roll me a history check.
Okay.
The only way I'd know is if I accidentally stumbled upon it in a book.
It's definitely enough. You've heard of little creatures in the night that like to burrow through people's wallets and steal their money, and these creatures are known as bloopies.
Oops. Okay. Is that their actual name?
That is actually their name.
Is that like a... That's funny.
They're little rabbit creatures. You know them to be creatures who hoard other people's rupees. Whether or not you disclose this information is up to you.
Well, it looks like a bloopy must have turned up here. That's such a funny name.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, a bloopy? That's what it was called? I love it. I want one.
So wait, you did see a creature last night?
Nope.
Why would you phrase it like that if you hadn't?
What, can a man not find a bloopy cute?
Velk. I believe I know. I know when Bloopy appeared.
Oh, you think Reggie probably just slept through their shift?
I think he is complicit, at least.
You know, oddly enough, I found 22 rupees in my beard feather thing.
Honey, that's exactly how much I'm missing from my wallet. How'd that end up there, Reggie? I'm starting to think this weird little bloopy thing doesn't actually exist, and Reggie is just scheming.
That's funny.
Thieving from your own companions, Reggie. How low?
You really think I'd bust a hole in it rather than just take it and be completely unnoticed?
I just want to state Reggie's token is still upside down.
You
Not
were
for me.
you almost got away with it, Reggie, and then you just why'd you even admit it if you planned on stealing my money?
Exactly. I didn't steal your money. I didn't lay a finger on it.
So are you going to give it back?
No. And he just starts walking down the trail.
I love this campaign. This is great.
You know what? Fine. You do you, mate.
Papa needs more alcohol.
Wow. And
I'm gonna mutter to it, like, behind his back, to like, I hope you drink yourself to death.
He's probably gonna convince me to buy him alcohol at some point.
And with that, you all continue to walk down the trail, and I'll say around the 68.3 mark, you quickly notice this hillside that leads up to what looks to be one of the Sheikah Towers. Now, for Aki and Reggie, this is nothing new, but for Valk, this is interesting. You've never seen one of these towers before. Never had the chance to get this close to one. You've messed with the remains of Guardians that Pura has allowed you to look at in her own collection, but you've never actually been to one of these towers before.
I start walking towards the tower, not saying a word.
I start walking the opposite direction.
Oh god. Oh no. Aki, what do you do as you see the split in the road happening?
No, not. Please stick together.
There is no way I'm not taking an opportunity to look. Impa told me about these.
Pura.
Pura told me about these.
Actually, that's a good point. What she would have told you. She definitely would have told you it was something that thoroughly helped Link out on his adventures to defeat the Calamity that had occurred all those years ago.
I wonder what would happen if I tried using the slate that Pura gave me. Said it was the same technology. There's a chance they could sync. But
And
who knows? Let's try it.
as you get towards the tower, you notice that there are these weird rock formations that lead and point up towards the wall, the rigid rock climbing-esque surface of these towers.
Oh, we're going bouldering.
Like a giant ladder.
Yeah. So
Alright, I start making my way up towards the tower.
all right.
Is there like platforms on the way up, like rest spots?
Yes, there are. And I'd say within a good 5 minutes of climbing, you eventually make your way to the top. And around as you're starting to climb, Aki, you walk up. God, Reggie's just going.
Reggie just said, "You know what? Screw this noise. I'm flying."
You make your way behind him, and you see as Valk is starting to climb the tower. What do you do?
Oh. I'll wait down here.
Alright, have fun. I'll be back hopefully sooner than later.
Perception check
fate
from
people.
Aki, by the way, just for the fun of it.
See if I can see Aki or if I just blindly started
Okay.
climbing.
Aki, as you're sitting there waiting for him to climb the tower and be done with his business, you look over and you see. You wouldn't be that far, unfortunately, because that's like almost a full day's worth of travel for you, bird boy. But you would definitely be around over here, Oakley's navel, and you quickly see what looks to be, at least what you assume to be Reggie, taking a piss in this little lake area over here.
No, the ecosystem's gonna get drunk.
What's that?
Don't pay it any mind.
Alright,
Reggie.
up I go.
And yes, eventually,
Climb.
after climbing, you do make it to the top of the tower. And while you're doing that, we'll actually take a legit moment to look at what Reggie's actually doing as he is finished tinkling. Reggie, what are you doing? Again, you're not that far ahead. It's a long-ass distance.
He's making his way to the designated area that they agreed to go to.
So you're just going?
Yeah.
Oh god, okay.
I mean, he's probably explored those towers extensively throughout his life.
He's definitely seen them before.
Yeah. He really would
What?
not care about them at all.
These
Alright.
towers have only been here for like what, a year?
Yeah,
at this point.
about a year.
Oh. Well, he still explored them, so...
Yeah. Reggie's been around for a while. He's looked around these areas. But
Remember when these were new?
literally. So, Valk, you get to the top of the tower, and quickly when you get up here, you see a little pedestal, but the pedestal's not what catches your attention, it's the view. You start to kind of twirl around a little bit and gauge the area surrounding where you are currently at. And quickly you take in the fact of how large this area is in comparison to what you know to be home. In the Twilight Realm, it's this small island that has separating islands near it that seem more like a community than really any form of actual landmass. But this place is massive. You even from here, you cannot see where the land ends or where the ocean itself ends as well. But you are taken aback by the sight alone. And as you are taken aback, you then look down at the pedestal, and you see a very similar symbol as to the one that's on the eyeball machine that you have in your backpack thing.
I take the device and like symbol on symbol into it.
You take it, you put the back down on the ground, and you open this wooden box thing and lift out, grabbing the handles, this, as we've said, this very ocular-looking device, and as you said, you press it onto the tower. And when you do, you hear this ding sound, this slight dinging sound, and it almost sounds like something's being downloaded. You hear this noise repeat over and over again, and as you're looking at the tower, you then notice these blue effects wrapping around the area you're standing at as it like pulses, and directly above you then notice this little what's a stalagmite? What's the one that hangs from the ceiling?
Yeah, it's
Is it mite? Okay, cool.
Whatever.
You see this
Oh, wait,
stalagmite
no, I think
light.
it's night.
Oh god. You see this spike in the ceiling pointing down towards where the eyeball is and where you had pressed it. And you see this blue energy fill into it. But unlike in Breath of the Wild, it does not form into a droplet. It coalesces, and then you see directly beneath as it fires this little blue glow beam into the machine you are holding. And while you are holding onto it, you seemingly get taken aback. You are pulled out of your consciousness and into the view of something else. It is as if you are flying around all of Nicolda, the region of Nicolda. You are looking at everything in the general vicinity, and you take in the sights of this entire area. The dueling peaks, off in the distance you see the wet forested lands of Farron, and up towards the northwestern side you see this mountain of Mount Lanayru, at least what you've been told. And you see in that distance this gigantic blue serpentine dragon resting atop it. And then as you are seeing all of this, up directly north of the tower, in what looks to be a well of sorts, or a giant ravine of sorts, you are flying above and you look down, and though the water is flowing, it is not water that is flowing in this area. It's all red. All of it. And
Okay.
as
Could
this
you mark on the
vision...
map, by the way, where these are, so I have an idea.
Oh, sorry. Here's what I'll do to help, to kind of show you where you're traveling. Let me grab... We'll use the group map icon for this. Do you see where this is? So,
Yes.
This is where you're looking at currently. You look at what's called the Lanayru Promenade, and you're observing this area, and as you're zooming closer in, and it looks as if you're like a bird diving into this ravine, you're noticing that all the water here is this putrid red and purple liquid. And you know this is not natural for this area. And as you are looking around, you quickly are noticing that from the liquid, you see creatures crawling out of it. Very similar to the ones you had beaten, but you see others. You see lizard-like creatures. You see these slime creatures manifest from this pool. And as you are seeing this, you witness a gigantic, like the middle pool begin to ripple as what looks to be a decrepit hand reaching out from the pool, and it looks like it's reaching towards you when you suddenly snap back to reality, and are brought back to the top of the tower. You stand there in a bit of a daze, kind as if you had just gotten off of a stupor of sorts, and you look around, and you quickly pace yourself to the side of the tower, leaning towards the Lanayru promenade. And you look, and you swear you can faintly see this reddish glow. What do you do?
First things first, I make a note of it. Second things second. That's something that we definitely have to tell Link. This is something important. Also, there's a dragon on Mount Lanayru.
There's a dragon.
There's a dragon.
And just for everyone's sake, so everyone could see what he had seen, in the sake of a dragon, scram. Over on Mount Lanayru, Dargan.
Can you kill the dragon? Like,
what?
Wait. What to what? I was asking if you could kill the dragons.
Yeah, that's what I was going. What? You know.
Are they like sentient things?
Yes, you would know these are very akin to where your magic comes from. These are divine spirits that embody specifically what I would say they seem to embody the effects of the Triforce itself, the idea of courage, wisdom, and power. They seem to be embodiments of that specific facet.
Lame.
And I guess in this moment, as you're looking over at the dragon, you will notice that as it is originally in your vision was coiled around the mountain, but is quickly wresting itself from it and flying into the sky and up into the stratosphere in this whirlpool of clouds as it disappears above. And Aki, you could easily yourself see this off in the distance, but it is unimpressive, as this is something you have seen 1,000 times. You do not live far from where the dragon itself rests, so this is not a new sight.
I thought only specific people could see the dragons.
No, they're visible to everyone.
Are they?
Yeah. They're
visible to everyone now?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Because lore-wise, only Link was able to see them. That's why no one believed in the dragons. They were just mythos.
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone can see them, because in Tears of the Kingdom, at least, I know for a fact that they have... Well, one, they have people who worship them. An entire group of people worship the dragons. That's why there's an actual set space around them.
I'm like 99% sure that only Link was able to actually see them. Kind of like with the Koroks.
Wasn't there people who wanted, like, items from the dragons, though?
Potentially, but, like, for the most part, people didn't even realize that they existed.
Let me take a look at this.
To be fair, a lot of people want shit from God, but, like, we can't see God.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I think it's more of like a religion thing in terms of this world.
So it seems to be the old elderly people, or generally adults, do not see this, but the young do. Or people who have at least worshipped them do. So people who are easily of faith can see creatures such as this.
Okay.
And also, in the sense of you are magically inclined. Very magically inclined. Something of this nature would easily be seeable to you. And similar to Aki, who himself is infused with the magics of a similarly divine creature, can see that. Reggie, on the other hand, he just sees fancy lights.
He's
glisten
an
in the
old man that
distance.
punches hard.
Yeah, he. I imagine, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine Reggie would be the type of old man who doesn't believe in like fairy tale-esque things, and the idea of these like ancient dragons that have like flown in the skies seems just like crop circle mischief.
Actually, that would make sense considering he didn't even recognize the fucking fairy-like creature he had in his hands.
That is true.
I could see that being the case for when he was younger, but after he encounters a certain someone, I feel like at that point he's like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not as far-fetched as I once believed.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I could see that. Your character has been around for a very long time, so I'm sure something like this probably has eventually unfolded the truth to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in the sense, it has taken him a while, but he eventually has realized that the world is a bit more magical than he had anticipated. And I actually like that concept. But with that, Velk, you have looked around the tower and you see the dragon as it disappears into the stratosphere. What do you do?
I'm gonna see if I see anything else interesting just from on top of the tower. I'd imagine that there's not much more I could see considering I just saw everything.
What I'll say is roll me a perception check with advantage due to what you had already just witnessed.
Wow.
Good thing I said advantage. You look around, and as you were gauging the areas around you, you look in all of the cardinal directions and all the neighboring cardinal directions, and towards the path that you guys know you were traveling, you can make out in the distance Reggie, who is already a good chunk ahead of you. He has made quite the hefty distance. But you also see directly in the path you guys are heading, it looks like a stable off in the distance, maybe a place of respite. And then you continue to look around. For the most part, everything just looks pretty fine.
Okay, so I'm glad to know we're on track, but god damn it, Reggie's the fastest one of us, too.
He is. I think with everything, I can get like a 55 movement or something.
Yeah, I think with like a lot of your shit, you can go fucking crazy. But with that, Aki, you've been sitting at the bottom of the tower for a little while now. What have you been doing while he's been in Mind Palace area flying around the place?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
He's just sitting there blankly staring at a rock.
He's just contemplating life.
Yeah. He's taking a stick and he's drawing on the ground.
He's pulled out his silver trident, and in like the bigger pieces of it, he's just like looking at the reflection of himself, making sure he looks nice.
That's funny. And I would say in this reflection, you quickly see Velk slowly managing his way down the tower. I assume that's fair to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Velk, welcome back.
First of all, it worked. Second of all, there's like some weird, like, definitely not supposed to be happening evil shit up north.
Oh.
Also, there's a dragon!
Oh yes, the dragon. What evil stuff is happening up north?
Well, you're just gonna ignore the fact that I just said that there's a dragon?
Whoa. Oh, is this your first sighting of it?
I am not from this place. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you can see him flying around from time to time. It's pretty uninteresting after a while, but
You tried talking to the thing.
well, he's flying. Why would I? Would he hear me from the ground? I don't.
How could you not be curious?
It's a dragon. There's nothing that interesting about them.
Everything about that's interesting.
Meanwhile,
well, what's happening
Reggie
up north?
further and further ahead of the
We're having a dragon discussion, and like Reggie's over here running at the speed of light. Okay.
Could Reggie
Aki?
technically have spoken to the dragon because he can fly too?
I mean, you could fly, but speaking is a whole other thing.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
He can. We just talked about that. He's lived long enough and has seen different parts of life where now even that is not of disbelief.
Okay. I
He's got
get you.
the pass.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Anyway, Reggie's like really far up ahead. We should probably start catching up. And also, Aki, I know you don't find this interesting somehow. At some point, we're going to find that dragon.
This with the dragon. Fine, if you want to see the dragon some more, I'm sure you'll run into it.
On the way back, we are stopping by that mountain. I don't care
Fine.
what you say.
Fine, we can stop by the dragon mountain.
That's what I like
Jeez.
to hear. That's what I like to hear. All right, off we go.
I would say it has taken you guys about an hour to deal with all the tower's shenanigans. And in that time, Reggie has obscenely gotten ahead of you guys in travel. You may need to quicken your pace as he is just leisurely walking.
I am not exerting myself. Reggie decided to do it. He can deal with the consequences.
Yeah,
You know,
and
I
consequences
second
there will be. So what I will do is, so in the sense of traveling, and with the movement of time, I actually think Reggie wouldn't be up there. He'd probably be around here. With the traveling of time, eventually, let me see, because you guys started right here. So I believe if you guys are unstopped at time, Reggie doesn't even have to worry about the river. Reggie will eventually get to about right here-ish, a little further ahead. And that will put you guys, I believe, about right here. And this is when you notice the sun is once again setting. Reggie is on his own in the middle of a giant plains that he has seen a lot. This is an area littered with the corpses of guardians. And even old active guardians that have seemingly just shut down recently. And this is not something that is new to him, as he has traveled this place many a times. But Velk and Aki, you guys are traveling, and you are near the shoreline of this river. And you realize the time is getting late, and that you may need to set up camp for the night. You see that on the cliffside there are some trees that would make for easy wood supplies. And similar to last time, you feel that you could probably set up a quick little camp and be fine for the night. And
I have a question.
I would like to answer.
Since we go by shifts in this and we take long rest, would I be able to take like a short rest and then cover more time?
Because you are now down a member, your shifts are going to be a little different. You'll be going back and forth a lot. You'll be getting very off and on sleep, unless you wish to extend your.
What I was saying was, if I only did like a short rest, would I be able to do like a half of a shift and then switch over to a Velk, and he takes a short rest and does another half?
Yeah,
that way we're taking like less sleep time.
But if just so you remember, a short rest is an hour in time, so you'd be sleeping an hour, waking up for an hour, sleeping an hour, waking up for an hour.
Yeah, well,
what I was going to say is what you could do is, so you can either do that, very off and on, or you can trudge through a full 8-hour shift, or a 4-hour shift in this case, and swap between the two of you. This will be a little more difficult because it is a slightly more extended shift than your normal.
I also have a question.
Yeah?
So these skeleton guys that pop up, is light the only thing that keeps them at bay, or is it like they spawn in and they like immediately know where any life is, or like
for the situation of where you are currently in, you know that a campfire seems to dissuade them from appearing. The source of light is a huge situation for them. They do not appear or do not desire the ability of appearing when there is a massive source of light around them.
I guess what I'm trying to ask is, can you hide from them, basically?
Can you what?
Can you hide from them? It's what I'm
And that's what I was about to say. These creatures, when there is no source of light, hunt endlessly. They do not tire. So even if you are good at hiding, they will most likely find you.
Because I was going to give out the idea that Reggie hides inside one of the dead guardians.
You wouldn't be able to fit in them.
Oh.
Sure, he will. He's a small lad.
Just not that small. No, they're still full of like machines and stuff. You could probably like adjust some of them. They're very heavy, but I imagine because of how strong Reggie is, he could probably like topple some of them onto each other's backs and make a form of like covering. But in the sense of actually crawling inside one, that's unfortunately not possible. Stu to hell sturdily built these things are.
All right. Well, I guess I'll. Yeah. Sorry, you can go back to them if you want.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get to you in a bit. Don't worry. So, Velk and Aki, you guys understand that you have to make a camp, and your hours are going to have to be extended in the sense of watching. You can do it. It'll be a little more difficult, but you feel like you should be fine. With that in mind, I assume you guys are going to be doing a similar camp setup than to the last time where you summoned the axe and thing.
Well, yeah.
I will, because you had rolled a nat 20, and honestly, we can kind of skip past a lot of this basic stuff, unless you wish to roleplay swinging an axe again. We will say that you can easily cut down another tree. Now that you have an actual axe that you can use, it's not difficult. And you are easily able to lay down a tree and prepare yourself a little camp for the night. And with that, I will ask who is taking the first shift.
I guess I will.
Oh, okay.
All right. And while you two are taking your shift, we're going to scroll ourselves on over to our bird friend here. And I'm actually going to move my camera over here so people can see you guys a little better. So, bird brains, you are in the middle of a field. There are some sparse trees scattered around. You know that because now you are on your own, you do not have the leisure of just letting your quote-unquote friends set it up for you. What do you do?
Reggie's going to start playing Minecraft and punch down a tree.
All right. This is your first time actually doing this, I believe. So roll me an attack. Not to hit, just roll like strength of damage. It's a fucking tree.
How much HP does a tree have?
Oh. I meant like roll like your damage, not to hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was confused. It sounded like you said not damage. Just
no, sorry, my bad. No, I want to see damage, and then roll. But there you go. With one punch, you quickly break through some of the outer layer of bark. Throw me another punch. Just click the drunken punch again.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to. It's an inanimate object. It can't move. Yet.
I'm sorry.
But with this hit, you were able to break it enough where it starts to fall and then land in front of you. You now have a giant trunk of a tree right in front of you.
Okay. And I guess Reggie's just gonna like put some dried leaves and like twigs and stuff on it, and then is just gonna light it with his matchbox. I think he has, tinderbox. Yeah.
Nice. I was about to ask, like, so how are you going to light it? Because we have magic users on the other camp. What do you got? All right. That is fine. So similar to them, or I guess dissimilar. They have to take shifts. You will have the unfortunateness of not being able to take a shift, so you will be choosing to sleep through the whole night. So what I will be doing is I'm going to be rolling a few d20s for you, but we'll do that in a bit. So, when we go back to our bubble buddies over here, I want you, Velk, I would like for you to roll 2 perception checks, since you will be staying up for twice as long.
2 perception.
Yes.
Blink.
Ooh.
Oh, I just realized
Nice.
something.
What's that?
I have advantage on perception checks. I didn't know that.
That's cool. Oh, that is really cool. Yeah, that's right. You're a bird guy.
Yeah.
So as you are quickly looking around, Velk, you quickly notice that where you guys are at is a pretty damn good spot for camping. there is not much that can happen. Off in the far distance across the river, you can see what looks to be a campfire way off, and you assume that to be Reggie. But you also see these skeletal creatures crawling out of the ground across the river, aimlessly roaming, but not knowing where to go. And you have a very good fire going. You are seemingly safe. And as your shift goes on, you continue to look around and investigate the area. Off in the distance, you see a very faint little flicker of blue light disappear towards the other campfire. And that is all you can make out. And with that, it is now Aki's shift.
I wonder what that is.
Hello.
Aki,
Yes,
it's
I'm
your
up.
turn. By the way, quick little update, because I've been keeping an eye on Reggie over there. There's of course some of them skeleton dudes running around, but I doubt that they're gonna find him because his fire's been doing pretty well so far. I saw like a weird glow, like a light, also head towards Reggie. I don't know what that is, but try and keep an eye on that as well.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He's strong as a fighter.
Yeah, I know you don't have night vision like I do, but like,
You have night
Right.
vision.
yeah, I can see in the dark.
I forgot about that.
Convenient.
I can
It
also
is.
see in the dark.
Convenient.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Aki has a lamp on his face, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see 2 feet in front of you.
Yeah. And with that, your shift begins. I need you to also roll me 2 perception checks.
Gulp perception. Will
Yep.
I make it?
Gulp perception.
Gulp.
That's
Gulp.
pretty good. Damn. All right, you just fucking
Whoa.
crushed it.
We're killing.
You are
You're killing
looking
me in this
around, and off in the distance towards the northern side, where you see what looks to be the abandoned fort of Hateno. You notice very faintly this glow of orange, like red to blue, and it fades very rapidly, coming from some of the what looks to be guardian corpses. It is peculiar to see this, but you do see that. And as you're looking around, you also notice that same blue glow from the distance running away from Reggie's camp, or at least what you assume to be Reggie's camp, and then disappearing somewhere into the forested area. And with that, your shift will eventually come to a close as I now roll and see what occurs to Reggie while he sleeps like a baby boy.
Sweet summer child.
Okay. So, I almost dropped one of my dice. So, Reggie, oh shit, I bumped my camera.
No.
You are sleeping very soundly. You had managed to pack in one of your last bottles of sake, and managed to down it before sleeping to ease the resting, your weary mind. And while you were asleep, you were unfortunately unconscious and had no idea that similar to before, a little creature had burrowed through your personal wallet, and had managed to take, fortunate for you, unfortunate for the creature, it had managed to take, I believe, 8 rupees out of your inventory.
And there's no way I could wake up during this encounter, or?
You would have to be awake for the full thing, but because you don't have a shift partner, you unfortunately are unable to notice this occurring.
Rude.
They are little thieves. And with that, the morning rises. Aki and Velk, you guys awaken from your sleeps. Actually, I think Velk was the only one to be awakening. And you see off the distance the flame over in Reggie's camp has seemingly finally died out, similar to yours. you can assume that he is probably awoken. And with that, we will also look at Reggie. And I assume you also are, awakening. So I will ask in this situation, what are your two groups doing? We will start with Reggie, because he is alone. Reggie, what are you doing in your morning routine as you wake up and feel a little bit lighter?
Reggie's just gonna wait, I guess.
You're just gonna wait for them to finally catch up to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What I will tell you is it has been a while since you have eaten, and you've been surviving on pure alcohol alone. As you're sitting there in your little camp, and you hear your stomach
I'll eat a
rumble.
ration.
All right.
I'll eat a ration. Yeah.
With that, we will look at Velk and Aki, who are in a similar situation.
Can I make an offer? Since we're so close to like this river here, can I like go fishing?
Yeah.
Like, while Velk is getting prepared or whatever.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah, I'll get our stuff wrapped up.
Roll me a survival check at advantage, because this is what you normally do, anyways.
You're
Yeah,
fucking
that's-
legend at fishing.
Yeah, he is. As he grabs 2 giant bass out of the water, very effortlessly. He dips in, dips out real quick with 2 bass or whatever fish of relevant.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't unfortunately know the full catalog of fish. And yes, you have those, and you take them up to Velk. What are you all doing now?
Let's cook some of this.
All right. Who's going to be the one cooking?
I can.
Okay, actually, what
Since
stat
he's, like-
uses cooking?
I
Well,
want to say survival.
I was gonna say if like you're still gonna be like packing everything, I'll do the cooking.
Okay, I do have a +1 on survival though. If we decide to do that, I don't know what yours is.
I have a +3,
Yeah,
He's
you're cooking.
generally a better
and I
cook.
kind of done this before.
I also have a +1.
I'm a rich prince boy. I don't cook for myself.
That makes 2 of you. Kind of. Uh,
Am I good to roll?
Yep.
Alright.
Lucky for you, Aki is used to cooking, and it is an average meal that he is used to cooking this day. as he makes what you would consider just a good cooked fish. 2 of them.
My divine skills coming in handy again.
It's
Shut
fine.
up, Buffy.
How did he even? Whatever.
Never underestimate the powers of the drunken man.
Good lord.
You don't even have ears.
And with this, you all enjoy a very good breakfast cooked fish. And then you continue on your trail. However, there's just one funny little problem. Velk, I have to ask you a very important question.
Yeah, all right.
Do you know how to swim?
Do I know how to swim?
I've been waiting
Wait,
for this.
Is there water in
No,
the Shadow Dimension? Like, I'd imagine water's like a rarity there.
there would not be, especially in pools. You have never in your entire life been trained on how to swim.
So I'd have to either A, figure it out, or B. Oh, ooh, I have an idea.
Oh dear.
No, you don't.
Okay, how far across is the? There's a bridge right up north.
There is a bridge right up north. You could take that route and then go around. That's if you so choose
Yeah,
to do
just-
that.
It'd take just slightly longer. But how big is this lake? Like, how far across is it?
It's a good distance. Probably like 50 feet across.
50 feet.
50 feet or more.
Okay. Because something I thought about is I could make an ice trail.
Frigid beam of blue.
Like an
water
ice bridge.
streaks. For the sake of rule of cool and generally how like Zelda stuff works, I'll allow you to make like a block of ice every time you shoot this. You'll be doing a skip system here. Because in Zelda games, if you cast ice magic in a pool of water, it does turn into a block of ice. So I will allow this for the sake of brevity, but also just because it's kind of funny.
I'm freezing myself an ice bridge. Let's go.
And while you're doing that, Aki, how are you crossing the river?
seeing him freeze the water, I'm going to go up like a little bit away from him, and then I'm just gonna swim.
And that happens.
If
Where
it
it
gets a little
takes
cold, let me know.
where
I'll
it
probably
takes
be going faster than you.
yeah, where it takes Aki a minute or two to cross, it takes you 10. As you are trying to be extremely careful. You are terrified. Actually, you know what? Because you are standing on slippery surface, I want you to make me an acrobatics check.
Uh-oh.
In case anyone's wondering, Reggie crossed by flying over it.
Yeah, no, I knew exactly how you crossed.
Assume.
Okay. So
Good 11.
about a little past halfway there, you're feeling pretty good. Your steps are pretty steady. But unfortunately, you were not ready for one of your ice things to not make an exactly flat chunk of ice for you to walk on as your foot slips and you begin to fall into the water. Do you have any means of helping yourself here, or are you just gonna sink?
I mean, I could just fire another frost thing to try and create a thing of ice.
Where you're
shoot me back
falling?
up. Yeah, where I'm falling.
If that's what you want to do.
I shall try that.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like trying to figure out how to swim.
So here's what's gonna happen. You're falling, so mid-fall you shoot this, and it manifests, right? So now you suddenly faceplant into your own ice structure. I want you to roll the damage against yourself.
Oh, the damage of the spell?
Yes. Just the normal 1d8 cold damage. You will not take the speed penalty, but you will take the face full of ice as you bash your head in with your own ice attack.
Ow. It's like I just have a slight nosebleed.
Yeah. And as you do that, you steady yourself and continue across the ice path with a little bit of a bloody nose. And you make it across. Aki, while you were watching him do this, what were you doing?
Well, that's quite embarrassing.
And we'll move you across to over here as you both are now over there.
If I
And
only got stuck in the portal with cleats on.
alright, that's actually really funny. And with that, you all continue down the path where eventually you see Reggie. Reggie, what are you doing? What have you been doing this entire time while you've been waiting?
They just see, like, I know they probably don't exist in this world, but like it's just funny. He's just sitting on a lawn chair, got like that silver like panel thing people use for sunbaking, and just got like 2 cucumbers over his eyes.
So here's what happens. You walk up and you see this, and then you both blink and rub your eyes, and then he's just sitting there on a log. And you're like, you both look at each other like, what the fuck just happened? And then look back, and he's just looking at you too.
You saw that too, right?
I don't know what I saw.
Hey, look at you two! You made it! Congratulations! You're here. What happened to you, Zelk?
Oh, you should have seen it, Reggie.
Oh, well, you see... Is that a guardian?
Oh yeah, these. Don't worry about them. They're either inactive or dead. Anyways, what happened to you?
Shut up. I start looking through the remains of like one of the things.
They would be further up ahead. They're a good like 5-10 minute walk, but you do see them.
I go
off the
this
distance.
way.
Oh God.
He really likes his detours, doesn't he?
I think he might have a disorder. Attention deficits. I don't know.
You know, I once met a green-haired guy who wielded 3 swords. He always got lost as well. In
But
fact,
yes.
I think he even got lost in universes somewhere. I don't know.
Good
Anyways,
Lord. You walk your way over to this little area, and you see many guardians. They're seemingly inactive, unconscious, and you are investigating the area. I want you. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to roll something. This is going to be fun. You're walking over to these little areas, and you see these guardians that are in the ground, and as you are getting nearer and nearer to them, I have to ask, is anyone else following him, or is it just him?
I'll trail
Reggie is
behind
just
Reggie.
waddling. Yeah,
Okay, so
same.
you both are
Reggie's
just
sort of
loosely
waddling.
following
He's
behind. Okay.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to actually, if we're walking like next to each other, I want to like be leaning over to Reggie and be like, yes. Then on this very first step, his arms went flailing and his face went directly into the ice.
He just does like the kookaburra laugh. Just
That's really funny. As you all are walking and Velk is way in the lead, Velk, you get to one of these guardian corpses in effect, and you're investigating. I want you to roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Perception.
Do we
Uh-oh.
all
Nice.
roll perception or?
That's
Very nice.
no. This is only for Velk in this situation,
I am blinded by my
Uh-oh.
excitement.
as he is thoroughly investigating these remains. As he is unfortunately too busy to notice the sound of something charging up behind him. And in this moment, I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll to hit something real fast.
Oh no.
Let me see here. Which one is it? It would be this one. I'm just going to roll some fun stuff real fast. Is that okay with you guys? You know, if I just roll some little damage.
Can we see or
damage.
hear this thing charging up? By the way?
As you are walking up, you would very clearly see this thing is one of the guardians, or the guardian corpses, seemingly has been activated and is looking directly at Velk and is charging up to shoot.
Can I try and do something before it fires?
Give me a moment. Alright. Oh, wait. Yeah. Sure, go on.
I want to use my flight to quickly swoop in and grab onto Zalk as I fly by him, trying to pull him out of the way.
You can never get my name right.
Whatever. Zalk, same difference.
I honestly at this point think it's just a bit. But anyways, so you do this. You quickly dart in, and as soon as you do, because this thing rolled a natural 4, it works for storytelling bits as the shot rings out and blasts at the guardian that he was just standing at and utterly decimates it as you had just snatched him in time for it to not obliterate him. And Velk, you have never experienced what the terror lies of a guardian. But you now realize that you almost possibly died. And in this moment, we're going to go into combat. Y'all chill with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to read it. That is not the button I pressed, but you know that works. I can still
Okay.
read it, I guess.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a grassy battle map because you guys are in a field. All right. I'm going to get us some music playing. Where is the battle music? There it is. All right. Everyone prop yourselves. I'm going to grab the token for this boy. As you see very clearly, one of the guardians that is, in fact, still active. For the sake of brevity here, I will also be using a similar token, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change some stuff on this token to make it a little more obvious this is a dead one. Because...
Just put an X through it.
I'm just going to darken it. These will be the ones that are in your general vicinity that you can use to hide behind. If this situation desires it, that you have something to lurk behind. I'm just going to place these dead ones all over the place. Get your arrow out of the way! I can't grab onto the token.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
I was
You're fine. I just
Nope.
needed to grab the token, and your arrow was in the way.
Is one
All
of these
right.
blown up then?
Yes, I was actually about to edit this one as said before with an X. As you see, the head of this one broken guardian has been utterly like torn asunder. And in this moment, because of how this would have worked, just to give you guys a like an understanding, Velk was here. He was investigating, unaware that the one behind him was activating and turning. And that is when you swooped in over to here, grabbed him, and then took him out of the way. So you were right here.
Okay.
That is where this one got decimated. And with that, I am going to have everyone roll for initiative. So let me pull up the turn order. And you all know what to do.
Why is this?
I see a bunch of
My
numbers.
my website's glitching out.
If you need to fix it, you can. Let me...
Okay, I think we're good.
where
Okay.
is...
Reggie
There it
just
is.
wants to yell
Oh,
something
whoops,
real
I
quickly.
already have it opened. Go ahead.
Yeah, Reggie yells, "Get behind something!"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, saying like.
There you go. I was wondering, you also need to roll for initiative? Okay. And with that, because that was effectively its surprise round activated, Velk, it is your turn as you have just been told to get behind something. As you see this decayed guardian head turning and looking at you all. And what's really weird about this is, to you, Velk, this is obscenely strange because you had heard from Pura that all of the guardians had turned off. They've been what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? I want to say dismantled, but that's not it. It's they deactivate. There it is. They've all been deactivated, but yet this one still is somehow still on. And with this in
Something to do
mind,
with what I saw.
I would like for you to do whatever you wish. This is your turn.
I have an idea.
Oh dear.
Okay. I'm gonna run to about here.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to cast darkness on
Oh, that's what
the
that
thing.
was. That's very
Yeah.
clever.
Mm-hmm. Can't fight if it can't see
It
us.
spreads around the corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through darkness. Let me look at the stats of our little decayed friend here, shall we? I actually don't know what he's got going on for him. Very clever. Alright. So you cast darkness on him, correct?
Yep.
How big is a zone is darkness? Is a 15-foot radius sphere. I assume you are centering it on the creature itself, correct?
Yep.
Cool. What I will do is I'm going to...
And then after
Make
that,
a
I'll
sheet.
continue running a little bit more so it doesn't know where I last was.
I'm going to quickly try and figure out the size of our dear friend here. Let's see. Circle. Oh, nope, that's not what I mean. I need... No snapping. 15... Okay, about right there. That's what I needed to see. Boop.
But hasn't that now just made ranged attacks for both you and Arky
Oh, shit.
a lot harder to hit now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a case of, like, technically we could just walk away because it can't leave the sphere. It's just stuck in eternal darkness.
Alright. There we go. You all see that now, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I had to get rid of the thing. Okay, so there is where it is currently at. Did you walk into the darkness?
I'm, like, kind of, like, in it, but not.
No.
I mainly moved because the last place it saw me was, like, right here.
Yeah. That's fine. What I will say is because you are where you're at currently, you are still technically considered inside the darkness, but should be fine. But yes, in the sense, you guys are going to also be at a disadvantage when it comes to hitting this creature. Let's see. A creature within the darkness cannot see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If the point you choose an object, blah blah, completely covering the source of darkness, the opaque objects such as a bowl, blah blah, light. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, so basically it is disadvantage on hitting all of you. With that, is that your turn, or are you gonna do something else?
I mean, it's kind of a case of like, well, it can't see us now. It could try and shoot us, maybe, but we could technically just walk away.
Never underestimate the power of a guardian, young one.
It's not like it's gonna sprout legs and start walking around.
As you hear a ground sundering. No, I'm kidding. But with that, we'll go to Aki. Aki, it is your turn. You witnessed him cover this thing in darkness. What do you do?
All right. Well, I guess the job is done, huh? I'll like kind of walk back. I guess, which way did we come from?
In this situation, you would all be originating from like this side. I don't know if you can see my blip here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna like walk over here.
All right. Is that your whole turn?
Oh yeah. That's my whole. I'm just walking
Okay.
away.
Reggie, what do you do?
So we're not fighting it. We're just running away now.
I mean, me and Aki aren't fighting it. You could technically do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I
just made it to where it can't attack us.
guess Reggie's just gonna fly over here. Yeah. Hello?
Sorry, I was reading
Hello.
something about the Guardian.
Okay.
I apologize.
Well, that's the opposite way of like where we came from.
I think
That's
it's just
where we want to go, right? Like, the
Well,
opposite way
we-
of where we're from.
We diverted from the path,
yes.
so going back to
Oh,
the path,
oh,
Yeah.
hang on. So, wait, where was I? I was here, wasn't I?
Yeah, around there. That's
Was I
fine.
here?
something like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. In that case, I wonder. Yep, he's just gonna fly over to Arky and just be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
All right. Then with that is its turn. I now get to see what it can do when it doesn't have the ability to see.
Are you just gonna like have it like roll for which direction it shoots at, and hopefully it does something?
Basically, let's see. Because I gotta read what this thing is able to do. Because other Guardians have obviously multiple different options. This is a decayed one, meaning it can only shoot. And it can't do that attack. So I basically just have to. Because its laser beam is a charge attack, I have to roll a d6 to see if it recharges, and it does not, so its turn is mute as you hear it beeping when it's not doing anything, and it's, Velk, to you especially, it's safe to assume it's, at the current, not able to locate you.
Yeah, this thing's not gonna be able to locate me at all. Yeah. So it's my turn. I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. I'm gonna go over to this Guardian over here
Oh my god.
and like essentially start fiddling with it.
This is he has 10 minutes of this, by the way, so like he could for 10 minutes fiddle with other Guardians while this thing is like looking around like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. I'm gonna essentially like time myself to where, okay, for like
Do I have
5
a
minutes,
goofy
I can do
playlist
whatever I
of
want.
sounds? Let me
So,
stop the battle music and just find something stupid to play real quick. Let's see. How about Sneak Theme? That seems funny enough.
Like,
Okay.
can we just like beat it a little bit? Like,
Can you?
yeah.
If you guys don't have to fight this thing, you've effectively disabled it.
Yeah, that
For at
darkness
least
spell
10
is
minutes. It's
really good.
It is.
I can cast it one more time, by the way.
oh,
Granted, you do have to worry about the range that you were able to do it.
That is
Yeah.
true. It's a
also
60-foot range.
I need to
cast it.
also look at something real fast.
Like, hold on. Am I
also,
still
this is
in
a
range to
little
just be
loud.
able to cast it again? I am!
Yeah,
I'm still
you
in
need
range to cast it again.
It's a little too quiet. There we go. Okay. let me do something real fast because I actually got to do a little bit of measuring real quick.
No.
Because, just so you all know, because I know Reggie would know this, and I assume Aki would have similarly, that is the range it can shoot its laser.
Jesus.
That is with it not being at disadvantage, which means it has an even further range beyond that.
It goes outside the map.
Yeah, it can be a bit ridiculous. But the reason I say that is if you are still within that range and it can see you, I'm sure you can assume what it would try to do.
Also, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Would that attack be considered a ranged weapon attack?
Technically, it's actually considered a spell,
Okay.
but it's a ranged spell attack, not a weapon. I don't know if there's a difference between that, but if I may ask, what were you going to use it for?
Oh no, no reason.
I get a feeling it was something known as deflect missile.
I feel like for these guys, you'd at least need a shield to do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, deflect missile would not work on a guardian's beam.
I know that's why I was asking. Like, would it be considered a ranged weapon attack? Because it would have been really funny to just do some kung fu panda.
Yeah.
Fucking...
It would.
I think the only person here that has a shield is Aki, because Aki can just conjure one.
I think they
Technically,
can.
any attack that comes.
Actually, no, I don't think you can conjure one because I think you can only conjure blades.
Yeah.
But either way, when it comes to the guardians, the shield, the quote unquote shield mechanic, isn't technically something that can happen in the actual D&D thing of things. Basically, that's a Link exclusive ability.
Oh,
Y'all are skilled, but you ain't Link skilled.
gotcha.
Oh, come on, man. I'm pretty good.
I'm pretty good as you look at like this scrawny, like 4K weird looking fish man. But with
are you left-handed? But
so I will now
right?
be asking, because we're in this really weird situation, for 10 minutes or 20, depending upon how long you wish to keep using darkness. What is everyone doing?
I mean, like I said, for 5 minutes, I'm messing with this guardian over here.
All right. What about everybody?
I'll just head over to Colin and just be like, "Hey, what you looking for, buddy?"
I don't know. I'm honestly just
Be careful,
seeing.
you two.
Honestly seeing. I want to see if I can figure out how this thing works. If I can figure out how this thing works, imagine if we had one of these as a companion.
No.
Oh my god.
Aren't these things powered by Ganondorf or something?
No.
Isn't he dead?
No? Oh, okay. I thought...
There's a recharge.
Okay, never mind. I don't know, man. I don't know Zelda lore. I'm just piecing things together, like...
So, what you would know is back when Calamity Ganon was out and about, his essence is what, like, effectively revived, or more like turned, these Guardians against the people. But ever since Link defeated Calamity Ganon, that essence seemingly disappeared. Or so you had thought.
Well, I know that if you want to basically control one, you'd need to somehow find a way to put your essence inside of one.
I think I could figure out a way of doing that. Also, real quick, what is the eyeball thing that I have do again? The device?
It is a Sheikah analyzer.
I'm analyze shit.
So what I will have you do... I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Reggie?
I just wanted to try something, see if, like, what you would say would happen. So, I want to put my hand on this Guardian, and then channel my ki.
So Reggie, for the 5 minutes you are analyzing this thing, looks like he's constipated while touching a Guardian. While you are going to be rolling an investigation at advantage. Not that kind of essence, but that is really funny.
I mean, technically speaking, ki is your body's energy.
That's what we call tasty. All right. So in this situation, you are using this device and you are investigating this specific dead guardian. And as you are using the device, and it is seemingly like analyzing its structure and its make and model, you then notice it starts to blip, and the sound. You see, as it does this, the device faintly glows this pinkish red, and when you take it and you look at the device, at the guardian you're staring at, the blipping is very faint. And as you start to look around with it, the blipping gets faster and faster. But when you are staring at it directly towards the guardian in the darkness, it is a bright red and it is a loud ringing beep.
You might want to shut that thing off before it gives away our position.
I don't think that thing can hear. But there's something. Okay, this thing's getting a weird reading off of the one that I have inside the dark sphere.
So you want to kill it?
I don't know. Am I able to emphasize anything from the red glow that it's receiving?
What I will say is, if you remember the vision that you were witnessing on top of the tower, the red pool of energy you had seen, or this vile liquid, is very similar in color to the glow that your device is emitting towards this creature.
Oh.
Okay, stop being a little bitch and get over here.
I think this thing's connected. Okay, so whatever's controlling this thing is, from last I checked, currently in Linear Promenade. Because I saw something very similar over. It's a place up north. I saw a very similar energy over there. So there's a chance. You said something about your essence being connected to it. They're probably connected in some way.
What do you mean you saw it? We were nowhere near there.
The tower showed me shit.
You know, I think you might just be getting high. I think that's all this is. I think you're just getting high. You're hearing statues talk to you. You're like seeing things in a far off land.
Not a fun part.
Like,
Oh, I also saw a dragon.
That's no point. You quickly hear the beeping from the guardian as a beam fires off in. Give me a second. Let me use the effects because it's funny and I get to finally use these. I'll use this. Actually, no, technically it'd be this, and then I'm gonna set it to beam. As you see, as it fires off in the distance.
See,
I managed to recharge it, and it wasted it. But that one.
But yeah, no, I know of that dragon. He's pretty chill.
So you've talked to it?
Nah, he just generally flies around. I sometimes fly with him, but that's about it.
I love that.
Just
like,
not much of a.
We're trying to talk to.
What I will say, by the way, is with what you just said, you try to fly around it. You will note that you can never get too close to it because it is always too cold.
It's really cold though. Like, I can stay within the general like. How close can I get?
You can get around 30 feet of it before it starts to get a little too frigid.
I can get about 30 feet in before it gets too cold. These old bones don't do well in the cold. You know how it be.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it is about this time that the 5 minutes of your initial exploration of this area has just run out. So you have 5 more minutes of this spell left.
Okay.
Well, needless to say, I don't think you'll be controlling a guardian anytime soon.
Hold on, let me read through. You guys do some stuff real quick. I'm gonna brainstorm.
Oh, he's brain blasting.
Wee.
All right, Aki, what are you doing? Well, they've been fiddling.
I'm not. It's, I just think we should stay away from that.
Ah, that hunter's intuition. It always never ceases to amaze me, that.
Did you find out anything with the, broken thing over there?
Well, I mean, apparently something about red sludge or something, I don't know.
Oh, well, Sounds like nothing then.
Yeah.
That's funny. I want to look at some stuff real quick.
Honestly, I think Zelk might be a bit, cuckoo.
I'm glad you said something. I've been thinking the same thing.
Like, I mean, I know I'm pretty crazy, but, like, that boy's on a whole nother level.
He has the weirdest fascinations with things. He was talking about the dragon the other... He would not shut up about it.
Oh, yeah, he'll tell me about the dragon. I know, what's his fascination with it? It's like, it just flies around.
It's a dragon! Get over it already.
As you all are talking about this dragon, you hear the beep, and you quickly see, as it whizzes right next to you, a beam, and once again decimates one of these guardians.
Reggie just starts patting, like, the top of his head where one of his feathers have caught on fire. That was a close one.
I think I might have sullied myself a little.
That's okay, you're not wearing clothes anyways.
And around, Velk places a hand on Guardian, tries flowing his magic through it. Make an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
I wish you luck.
Arcana.
I hope it's not one. It'll be hilarious.
Ooh.
Whoa.
As you, similar to the statue, you place your hand on the device, and you push your magic into this thing, and you begin to feel around the intricacies of this creature, this creation on the ground beneath you or around you. And you begin to feel the machinations within it. They are old, withered. These ones specifically have been dead for 100 or so years. And as you are feeling out with your magics, you feel something tug at you. With something within this pull at you. And as you are, I guess, getting into this, give me a moment. I'm trying to find a theme for this. Is it one of these ones?
The song.
Yeah. You know what? I'll use this one because I have an entire collection just called Scary Place. This is good enough. I'll play this one. As you delve into this, similar to before, it feels as if your mind has been pulled out of your own brain and pushed into the mind of this dead guardian. And
again,
when you open your eyes, you are seeing through this singular ocular receptor of the guardian when it was alive. You are watching it mow through forces of Hylians. You're watching it assail this fortress, the Fort Hateno, and you are also watching what looks to be a young man with blondish brown hair, single-handedly taking on these guardians, and then you witness as he is killing a lot of them in few hits, but eventually, as he is protecting what looks to be a similarly blonde-haired lady, you watch as he collapses eventually under the strain of the assault. And you witness a burst of this golden magic. And when you see the wave of this effect hit you, you seemingly lose control or vision. And in a moment you wake up again. You are looking around this wasteland of guardian corpses, and you look behind you to the one that you know is currently in the darkness spell. And you faintly see a mass of what can only be described as corruption making its way, wriggling its way through the devices of one of the Guardians. Maybe to hide from something, maybe to just obtain power that it may not even know how to purely use, an escape. And you see it, the moment it places itself deep within the machinations, the structure lights up similarly to what you had seen, but you see it fritz a bit and then shut back down. And as you see this, consciousness returns back to where you were before. You wake up looking away from this Guardian that you had been investigating and staring directly at the one in the darkness.
Okay. So what was it that I saw of the one in the darkness?
You saw a mass of like a goo-like substance crawl into the Guardian, the decayed Guardian, and seemingly activate its abilities and take control, but not fully, as you watched it fritz out and shut back down.
Okay, so the Guardian isn't fully alive, but there's something trying to keep it alive. Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically, yes. It seems like it's trying to take control of the Guardian, but is having trouble doing so, since they, as far as you can tell, are shut down. It is almost like it is trying to pilot it.
Can I just see that creature now?
No. When you look back, as you are awake now, and back in your own mind, all you see is this orb of darkness surrounding this Guardian.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to get on that thing.
I don't think that's a good idea. At all. In the slightest.
There's something going on, and there's something living in there that's trying to take control, but it hasn't got it quite yet. I'm gonna try doing this again, but this time to that. Add a connection.
If you want, you can drop the darkness, and I will do my best to fend it off while you try to do whatever you're planning.
Okay,
I just need you guys to distract it enough for me to sneak up behind it and get on top of it.
Before anyone does anything, I want all of you to proclaim a number between 1 and 3 as to which you will be.
Dang it, I wanted 3.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I'm 3.
Right, I'll be 1. It's not number 1.
Oh no.
Yes!
You want that number 3 back?
No,
as you are saying, you should, turn the darkness off so we can investigate it more and possibly take it down or do your plan of distracting. You then hear the beeping again. And then you see very faintly at the corner of your eye, as successfully at disadvantage after waiting so long to recharge its beam, it hits you.
Well, I'm behind the Guardian.
Have you seen what's been doing to these other Guardians?
Yeah, but
If anything, you get hit by the explosion of the
I just so you know, I rolled for disadvantage, and it still got well, actually, wait, what? It got a 17. What is your AC?
16.
Yes, it still got above. It still just got above.
Oh.
You guys have been smothering this thing in darkness, all right? It gets a disadvantage and lands. That's pretty fair.
I thought you placed these down so that way we'd have something to hide behind to avoid that laser.
Well, that is the case. The situation, though, is at disadvantage, it can't be more at disadvantage. So it just managed to hit you. But don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to roll some stuff. Give me uno momento, por favor.
And you're dead, make a new character.
Oh, God.
That is funny. Don't worry. God, where's the D12 at? this a D12? Ah, this is a D12. Okay, I need to actually start writing some of these down, so I'm gonna pull up my calculator. Give me un momento. All right. Ooh. Is that...
Yikes.
I'm trying to see if this is a 6 or a 9.
When in doubt, go with the higher one. That's what I always do.
When in doubt, go with the low one.
I'm pretty sure this is a 6.
Good.
All right.
I don't like how much dice you're rolling.
Don't worry, he's gonna add them.
Okay, so are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the wrong screen. So here's the deal. There is a reason why you have things to hide behind, because it halves the damage of the oncoming laser.
Mm.
If you had not been hiding behind something, you would have taken 34 points of damage. But because you are, you will only take 17 points of damage, as this laser beam obliterates the guardian that you are standing in front of and utterly smashes into you with its laser beam.
Mm-hmm.
And to note, so you understand, the reason why this isn't that big of a deal for you guys is because it can only do that if it is able to recharge its laser beam. If it does not, then it wastes its turn and it moves on to your guys' turn. I have been rolling constantly to see when it would recharge its laser beam.
This guy's a fucking one-shot? That would have killed me. That would have straight up knocked me out.
Yep. He's a guardian. You guys have had so much time to do things. Oh, also, because the time frame works out rather well, that's go bye-bye.
Oh, God.
As from the top, we are at Velk's turn, as you have just been now hit with a giant laser beam.
Do you have a healing spell?
I don't, but our buddy over here does. You know what I'm gonna do? I have one more of these. Boink.
Oh,
Okay.
We'll
Back
do
to
that.
the comment.
Give us some more time. That's kind of like a big deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And right back at it. It is back in darkness. You now you see as this beam clashes with Reggie, and it takes him by surprise as it singes his feathers, and you quickly, in reaction, Valk, cast your spell and summon yet another orb of darkness around this creature. What do you do?
Aki, can I get some healing, please?
Aki all the way in the back.
Yeah.
So momentarily.
Well, we're still not in.
Yeah,
we're not in initiative now, right? Like
you
we can-
still are in turn order.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Velk, you still technically have your turn going. You have movement and you have bonus action if you haven't used one already.
Alright. I am going to... Oop. Alright, I'm gonna make my way over right here.
Okay.
Because now that this guy is back in the darkness, I'm gonna attempt to just jump on it. Eventually, here in a little bit, once I can get to it.
Okay.
Aren't you also at disadvantage, though?
He would be.
It would be.
You cannot see in your own darkness, unfortunately.
Yeah, unless I were to deactivate it, but...
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
With that,
Ooh, I have an idea.
Aki, it is your turn. You clearly see a currently singed bird boy. He's a little crispier than he should be.
It's just between us. Okay. If you can make it to me, I'm going to
Which-
ready a
Mm.
cure wound spell.
That's a good
Which are
choice.
which are my exact movement speed away.
And
so,
I will easily allow that to happen. And you
Yeah.
can now use your spell.
Okay.
you have
I
readied
don't
the
remember what I
action.
roll.
It should
D8.
say 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability.
Sweet. All right. Good luck.
Oh god.
Oh!
No.
What
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Uh.
I get to add something. Was it wisdom? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh no, it's charisma.
Oh yeah, because you're technically a warlock.
That's 3. You're welcome.
It's
Great.
3 points of healing.
You're welcome. No big deal.
Oh God.
Thank you, Aki.
All right. With
Anytime.
that, it's the Guardian's turn. I will roll. It does not. It is now
Does not
Velp's turn.
recharge. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to okay. First things first.
Hmm.
Do I have any idea which direction this Guardian's looking right now, or is he actually just going spastic?
You have no idea where it's looking. To you, you can hear the sound of grinding metal or stone. It definitely appears that it's just looking aimlessly.
Okay. All right. First things first. I am going to create an illusion.
Oh.
Yes, I am going to create an illusion. I'm essentially going to create, I guess, just another me.
Gotcha.
Right? I'm going to have it be sitting like right here, where it was last looking.
Gotcha.
Before I cast the spell. But other than that, I am going to make my way over here and try and get behind it and prep for trying to jump on behind it.
Gotcha.
I don't mean to like backseat DM or anything, but I think that would drop your darkness spell because
Me
it's
going inside
concentration.
it?
Concentration. Can you not
So if
cast
you cast minor illusion, I thought that's how it worked. I thought if you casted another spell.
Actually don't know.
You can only have.
Well,
one
okay. Wait. If
concentration.
it's actually, hold on. It's a cantrip that they're
Oh, wait.
using. That doesn't require spell
Yeah.
casting.
Yeah, it's not a concentration.
Yes.
For the
As
illusion.
long as it is a cantrip, I believe, and doesn't take away concentration, it should be fine. But wait, is minor illusion concentration? No, it doesn't seem to be.
No, it's not.
So yes, they should be fine to use minor illusion.
Cool.
It's a spell that lasts for a minute, apparently.
Yeah, a minute. Okay.
But yes.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is like trying to get it to look at the illusion rather than me.
Something to note: it can't see the illusion. It's in darkness.
That is true. It is in darkness. The only thing is, since I'm in darkness, I can't jump behind it because I don't know if it'll just be facing me or not whenever I jump
You
on.
have no idea where it's looking. You have, it could be looking at you. It could be looking at Reggie. It could be looking at the other dead things.
Oh
Guardians.
wait, hold on a second. It shouldn't. Can this thing feel whenever I touch it?
I don't think so. I wouldn't imagine it.
Because I was thinking.
I'm pretty
It
sure they're
could
entirely
just-
sight-based. No, they can't feel. You wanna know why? Because when in Breath of the Wild, Link can jump on top of their heads and sit there, and they will eventually lose the act of looking for him.
Ah.
So yes, you can freely jump on them and stuff, and they will not feel that you're there. But if they catch a glimpse of you, that's a different story.
Actually, yeah, I'll climb up on top of it if
Uh,
it's not like it's gonna randomly be able to charge and shoot.
So here's what's happening. Its head is moving a lot, so it will be a little difficult. I need you to roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Come on.
Oh my
yeah.
Popping off.
Yep, no, it's easy enough. You manage your way up the thing while it is spinning. You use these horn-like protrusions on the top and grab on and manage your way to the very top of the Guardian. You station yourself very comfortably on top of it. With that, unfortunately, I will say that is the end of your turn.
Okay. I
Aki.
am on top of this thing.
Yes, you are. It is your turn, Aki.
Oh, man.
You can cast another healing.
I
That'd be
could.
great.
I guess it costs nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just do that actually.
All right.
Thank you.
So
That's
1d8.
for what I'm
Hey, that's
about to
much
do.
better. Plus
There we go.
Plus
That's a
two.
lot better.
Plus
You get
7 health.
Yep.
That's much better.
3, 6, 7.
All right.
Okay, cool. I'm at a comfortable
Yeah.
health now.
Great. I'm going to move over to here.
All
I
right.
think that's what the right thing was. Good luck.
All right. Reggie,
Right,
it's your
thank you,
turn.
Rocky. Okay, I'm gonna fly over here,
Gotcha.
and then I'm just gonna shoot my bow into the darkness and hopefully hit the
I
guardian.
forgot you had a bow.
Yeah.
God, I hope you don't hit me.
So you're just rolling at disadvantage. So just take the lowest.
14.
Believe it or not, you hit.
Bam! 13 pieces.
Whoa.
All right. Let me make sure if it has if it has any resistances real fast.
See that, Rocky? You're not the only one who's good with a bow.
I feel like it had resistance against everything except for bludgeoning.
Yeah, I need to rework the sheet a bit because I just noticed something that doesn't make any sense. As I did take these from a website, so I'll rework some of this stuff. But yes, resistance. So I'll peek behind the curtain for you guys. It has what's called damage immunities, and for some reason, piercing was one of the almost all the normal damage types are there for non-magical attacks, meaning anything that is non-magical would do no damage. And I'm sitting here thinking that doesn't make any sense. So for the sake of keeping it in line, I think just changing that from immunities to resistances that makes the most sense.
Okay, so I'm essentially useless in this battle. Got it.
No. You still do really high damage on most cases, because that's a fuck ton of damage right there for 13. But yes, so you manage to do a good chunk of damage. I believe that's 6 damage? Why did I close the sheet? Damn it.
Oh, so I got a question for you, Cody.
Yeah. There we go.
Is this a good fight to do it?
That I don't think so. Because
Okay.
in this current situation, I do not think it benefits you to do so.
Okay.
With that in mind, do you want to do anything else, or is that your turn?
Well, that's all I can do.
Okay, so you shoot this arrow and you hear a tink sound. You can tell that it damaged and it did hit, but it did not do a lot of damage. The Guardian's armor is notably resistant. With that, I will now roll to see if it recharges. It does not. This is what I mean. Valk, it's your turn.
You're actively getting pissed off at it.
I told you, the Decayed Guardians, they're actually really easy to handle as long as their rolls are shit, and they tend to be bad. So, with that in mind, Falk, you are sitting on top of this thing. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna flow my magic through it.
Interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. Roll me Arcana. We're going to have a contest.
Oof.
Oh,
All
I
right.
doubt this thing's going to get past that. What's your fucking bonus? Oh, similar. Yeah, no. It similarly has a +5 to its bonus. But you easily, duke it out in return as it has a 6. So, yes, you pour your magic into this creature, and though you cannot see it, you feel a struggle internally with this thing, and you feel your magic pulse through this guardian, and you could feel the location of where this mass is, this cancerous growth within this guardian, and you thrum your magic through it and begin to force it out. It will not happen on this turn, but if you keep pressuring it like this, you feel that you can possibly, if you keep rolling well, push it fully out of the guardian with your magic, but it will take time. What I will say is this action will take your entire turn to do so, and as you've just done it, we're going to move on to Aki.
All right.
Aki, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
We gotta get ourselves a guardian.
We pay guardian.
That's my turn.
What? All
It's
right.
not like I can do much. I
I mean,
don't know.
you can attempt to shoot it. Oh shit,
I-
Reggie's going in.
Yeah, I guess. How far can I go? How far does my bow shoot?
I think it's the same as like most longbows. It's fucking ridiculous. You're easily within range to shoot it.
Okay,
Mm.
okay.
It would just be a
take
disadvantage
a
due to the
shot.
darkness. Yeah, roll to hit with your cool thing. Believe it or not, that hits. Roll damage.
Wow. Cool. Then we will go.
Oh yeah, and imagine
Man.
this thing's armor class is pretty low, considering it can't move.
Yeah, it is not a good creature for dodging. But similar to before, you hear a tink, as it does not take that much damage. But you have hit it. Congratulations, Reggie. I could see that you have nestled yourself betwixt its cheeks. What are you doing?
I know you said that it wouldn't work earlier, but I want to make a what's the word? An argument for it working. Okay.
Are you going to be effectively helping?
Yeah, I want to basically once again channel my key. into
This
it, and
I like.
Ooh,
because
so
my
they're gonna
key,
get advantage on this.
my key is basically the monk's version of
Yes.
magic and all that.
We're gonna beat the shit out of this too.
Yeah.
So you place your hands similarly to Velk. You hear this machine thing above you whirring, its head spinning, and you swear you kind of hear Velk possibly getting sick, but you don't know. And you, similar to before, you thrum your key through this. What I want you to do is also roll me Arcana. I'm just going to leave. Well, okay, hold on. That's a good oh no, because that is correct. This is not Arcana you're using. Let me open your character sheet real fast. I want to take a peek at your stats.
Don't you be peeking at my stats.
Let's see what we
Well,
got
my-
here.
That's literally my worst stats, though. Like,
Yeah, I know.
You're not gonna get much.
I'm looking for what I think would be a good replacement as a monk.
I think the only other replacement would be Insight.
Yeah.
Maybe. He's only has a +1 in that. Funny enough, he's not very wise. He's a drunken monk.
Yeah.
Here's what I will say. I'll be very generous. I will allow you to do insight, but what I'm going to do is give you proficiency on this specific matter, so you'll have a +2 to it as well. So technically a +3. So
Okay, I
roll
like
me insight and give yourself a technically +2.
Where's the insight? Here it is. I'll just click it for now and then.
Yes. Beautiful.
Baby!
Nice.
In this case, you put your hands on it and you begin to use your key control to push or to attach yourself to this device and start to mess with it. And you, similar to what Velk had said before, you feel that there's something in this. This is something alien within this creature. And you begin to, much like he has, force it out very effectively. And I will say, on Velk's next turn, if he can get a really good roll, or a high enough roll, you guys will have effectively forced out the creature. But first, we gotta see if this thing can roll a laser beam.
We don't.
It cannot. It keeps getting
Yes.
a 4. All it needs is a 5 or a 6, and it keeps getting a 4. With that, Velk, it is your turn. You have advantage
Don't let up
on
now,
this.
Sonny.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, you try, but this constant back and forth with the head is not enough. But you feel like you can, if you keep doing it, in their next go about, you could do it. Aki, it's your turn.
All right. Protocol, real quick. Yeah, I can make it.
All right.
Finally, I made it.
You're just
Now
getting behind
I'm
cover.
Yeah, dude, everything's blown up. Everything on the right side I can't hide. I had to go to the left.
I'm sorry, that's
And
really
then
funny.
I'll actually let out a Eldritch Blast.
Oh my god. Okay, that
Ooh.
hits easily. This is magic, by the way.
And so damage. Whoa.
That's good. You send. Actually, describe what this looks like. I think it's your first time using Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like extend my hand outwards, and as the like bulb on my hand glows brighter and brighter, a ball of light will start to form in front of me before propulsing out. Is that a word?
It's. I think it's similar to that. Yeah.
Pulsing out of my hand and shooting directly into the darkness.
And as this happens, you see this. It looks like kind of like a dance you're positioning yourself in, and as you let out this thing, it almost looks like a snake follows along behind it as it filters in through the darkness, and you hear this and you see, even though this darkness cannot be seen, you can very faintly see this glow within it as it very successfully lands and does the full damage. All right, Reggie. So here's what I will say.
Reggie.
You can give your turn to just keep giving him advantage. I do not need you to roll any more for insight, because you've already attached yourself effectively with your key.
Okay.
Do you want to continue doing that?
Yeah, I'll give him words of motivation. I'll be like, don't give up now, Sonny. Just keep on pouring it in.
All right. Let's see if it gets a laser. It does not. I got a 4 again. All right, Velk. You know what to do.
I do. Yes!
And you do it well. Actually, wait. I need to roll. This is a contest. I forgot.
See if
It doesn't matter. I got a 5.
You
You
want the low roll then?
You put your hands on this thing, and you begin to let your energy flow all the way through this. And in this moment, you look around and you realize, I need my full, entire focus in order for this to work. And in a moment of quick thinking, you toggle off, and you dispel the darkness. And you put all of your magical capabilities into this forceful shove of magic. And you watch as, when the magic dissipates, you see this guardian, its head is spinning frantically, and it quickly locks onto Reggie, who is right in front of it. And you see it attempt to charge, but the charge quickly fade as the red and blue and purple glow dissipates, but out the eye socket and underneath the neck of this creature, you see this viscous, like, corrosive ooze begin to spill out from the seeps and the seams of this creature as it begins to fall out of the guardian and land with a sickening squelching noise as it lands onto the grass beneath. You now look at what is very clearly to you, Reggie, something you thought you would not see again. Purified malice. It is the very same substance that you know Link had tried to fell all those months ago. What were you going to say?
Sorry, I got food in my mouth. Hang on. I just look at him like, oh boy, that's not good.
And as you say this, you see, as the thing tries to reconstitute itself into a form of shape, a single black with glowing orange, like cat-like pupils, or slitted pupils, opens up and stares at you, Reggie. And it stares up. And another eye appears on its back with more similarly disgusting eyeballs, stares up at Velk on top of the Guardian. It then, you see quickly, slowly tries to crawl away. And now, what I will do is... Give me a moment.
I want to immediately attack it with my flurry of blows.
Uno momento, por favor.
No, por favor.
As you clearly see that the Guardian you're staying on has deactivated, I will now... I actually don't know if I have a token for this, but I'm going to see if I can find something that looks good for this.
Just put Arky. He fits the he just fits the description.
True.
I actually don't think I have a token for this. Excuse me. Yeah. Here's what I will do. I'm just going to go to enemies. I'm going to go to... Where are they? The choo-choos. I'm just going to grab a tiny red chew. We're going to use him as the example of what creature you are looking at. This is a good showcase of also its size. It is not very big. And you see it attempting to crawl away. And with that, Aki, actually, it's your turn.
Oh.
As you have just witnessed the darkness fade, and in your moment you think, oh shit, it's gonna kill me. And then you see all of what you had just witnessed as this little gloopy creature that you may not know exactly, but you recognize this disgusting goop to be that evil malice. Just you do not know it as in great detail as Reggie does, but you know it is not good.
Quick, someone catch it.
Actually, what I will specifically tell you, Aki, is you feel the spirits within you telling you to kill it. They are very adamant about you killing whatever that is. Well, we're about to see what happens.
I'll fire off another Eldritch Blast.
And you will hit.
Well, all right. Then damage.
And you will kill it.
Yes! Victory! Once again.
Victory for...
I felled it. The beast that rampaged this land.
And with that, we will effectively end combat.
Reggie eats it.
No, don't do that. Don't recommend it. Let me get a field theme up. Alright. With that, combat comes to a close, and you all are back on your own. You look around, and just to make sure none of the guardians are doing the same thing, all is quiet. You look at this now, not even like remains. You see just a burnt hole in the ground where this creature used to reside. What do you all do?
Having felt this thing's presence and what it was like potentially doing, I'm gonna see if I could replicate what it was doing and control the guardian, even for a brief moment.
You really want the guardian?
Yeah,
I really want to do it.
What I will
at least
say
want to attempt to
is
control
when
one.
you do this and you thrum your magic through it again, you feel that whatever it had done to the guardian has mangled the insides of this guardian.
Well, if
So it goes over to another one.
You feel very faintly that it is starting to repair, but will take a long time. It'll take a long time.
I would not recommend repairing that.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything controlling it at the moment. But I'm gonna do it.
It doesn't. Don't they still have free will? Like,
The
robots
Guardians follow orders, specifically the orders of the King of Hyrule, the King and Queen of Hyrule, or Princess in this case.
Oh, wait, does that mean Zelda's controlling the Guardians, or would?
She would have control of the
she
Guardians.
would have a guardian.
Considering she is the only royal left alive.
All right, little children, gather around. It's story time.
Oh dear.
Yeah, tell a story while I try and fix this thing.
This, my friends, is the manifestation of Ganondorf's malice.
So that's what it is.
For a full recap, so Reggie doesn't have to go explaining in his own parodied fashion. Just as Reggie has said, this is the manifestation of the rage of Ganon, the malice, his hatred made manifest. It is the corrosive, corruptive substance that took over all of Hyrule back when Link was still running around trying to kill Calamity Ganon. It is what Calamity Ganon was entirely comprised of. And you know that if this substance is making a return, then so too must Calamity Ganon. In some form or fashion.
What God said.
Oh boy.
Yes, the spirits were telling me something along the lines too.
I think it's best that we hasten our journey to Link.
I do wish I got to try and dissect the damn thing.
You
Why
do
must we
not want
dissect
to
everything?
touch it. You do not wish to touch that, Zelk.
What I will also say is, while you are still mending this thing, you feel that, at least with the amount of time you've spent, the head will work.
Okay, cool. Well,
Do you-
that
No.
the head is all I need for right now.
I'm
you
getting
gonna-
out of here before that goes angry.
Are you gonna try it again?
To save time, and so that, in case it goes wrong, it's not able to move around. I am going to try and do my thing.
All right, roll me Arcana. Just flat.
All right, here we go. Hubbu.
It's pretty decent. You fill your magic into this device, and interestingly enough, what you see is not what you had expected. You watch as when you fully release your magic into this creature, you watch as the lights that had before been this velvet red and the eye this piercing blue, you now notice this orange color emitting from them, this black and red energy beginning to exude off of the guardian. You know this to be the essence of your being. This is the magic made manifest of the Twilight. You see these I want to say pixels, but that's not exactly what they are, but they look like square pixels floating off of this creature now that you have filled it with your own magic. And for a moment you see the guardian begin to come to life, and its head slowly turns, but quickly you realize that your magic is not meant for this kind of creature, as the magics within begin to fail at maintaining this, and it seemingly powers back down. From your perspective, or for your personal research on things like this, because you in the Twilight you have stone creatures that can be moved with the magics of Twilight. It is not uncommon, but the magics used within this are very different. They are not the same. It honestly seems that the magic within the Guardians that controls them is a lot more pure, whereas yours seems to be impure due to your blood relation.
Let's see. Hey, Aki.
Yes.
What did you say you're connected to again?
Wait, hold on. I actually don't. Hold on.
I put it in your sheet. Let's see if you can read.
Wait, is that? Yeah. I'm connected to a Lineru. Wait.
Lineru, you're
Is
right.
that it?
Yes,
Okay,
Lineru.
cool. Lineru.
How about you try okay, here, come here. As a gesture for Aki to come here.
I'll get closer.
Alright, cool.
Yes.
Place your hand on this, and I explain to Aki how to flow the magic where it needs to go on this thing. Because
I can
apparently
put it
it's
in a turn order.
complicated.
Oh, I see what.
See how it reacts to your magic.
No, I don't think I will.
Why?
The moment he touches
That
it,
seems.
explodes.
I do not like
Okay.
the Guardians as much as you, I suppose, but I worry a blast will come from it.
Okay, then sit on top of it. You can't even attempt. if you're on top.
Reggie, go.
What do you expect to do with this? Even
He's
if it
back on the
does.
path. He's just waiting for them there.
Oh,
I mean, it
okay.
could help you guys, right?
I thought
Busted
Reggie was doing the thing
Guardian.
again.
I'm sure we can manage without a sitting duck.
Oh, well, you see, I can repair it further. I just stopped at making the head work, according to God.
Hey, chill. You see a bearded man's face appear in the clouds looking down at you disappointedly.
Repairing this and making it mine would not prove my worth any more than it would entertain you. I respect your research and your wisdoms, but this is not my way of becoming something greater.
Also,
You're not even slightly curious.
No.
God damn it.
No,
All right,
Reggie.
also, good luck
Fine,
dragging-
Reggie, you try.
Reggie's
you
on
have
the
pure
path. He
energy
left
than
you
me.
guys.
Are you?
And we're back to our normal stuff.
God damn it.
Also, another thing to point out: good luck trying to drag that thing back without the only person with strength.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm just gonna
Boy.
write. I'm just gonna make note of where it's at.
These things are like double our size, right?
Yes, no, they're huge. But yes, with that, I assume you all managed to get back on the trail, as I will now delete you all from this universe. What?
No.
Alright, let us go back to the map page, shall we?
Welcome
As
back.
you all, return from whence you came, you all eventually make your way back to the trail. You quickly meet back up with Reggie, who is chilling, doing whatever Reggie does best, which is probably drinking if he had any alcohol remaining. But you see the trail leading around, and then you look across, and you, similar to what you've been doing, you feel you could probably just walk through the swampy area and get to the stable quicker and get a form of respite.
Yes, let's do it now that we're not distracted by someone's research.
You had fun though, right?
Meanwhile,
I almost-
Reggie, who's absolutely burnt to a crisp.
And isn't that fun? I thought you loved the thrill. As I steadily start walking.
Reggie's gonna fly up, grab onto Zelda's shoulders, and just dump him in the water.
I can't swim.
Oh, that's...
It's knee height. You'll be fine. It's a swamp.
That's funny.
Let's go on a journey to teach Velk how to swim.
Yeah. And with that, you
Bill.
all
Just
begin.
use your fins.
Oh wait.
I got filler episode.
Yeah.
Zelda learns to swim. Let's go.
The beach episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's a swamp. But you begin to walk. Now, one of you soaked in water and the other burnt to a crisp, and the one unharmed, looking pristine as usual. You all manage your way back over towards Dueling Peaks Stable, where, as you all are getting into the area, you also note that the sun is slowly coming over the sun is slowly going down. But as you all are making your way over here, you notice in front of the stable is a rather thin man carrying on his back a rather large sack with this what looks to be pulled down table of sorts, or a desk of sorts that could just connect to his front. You also notice that the bag is peculiarly shaped like a beetle. As the one and only beetle, where the fuck he go?
Sorry, was this supposed to mean something? I don't.
Hold
know.
on.
I'm guessing this is a Zelda
I think
thing
I
that me and
accidentally
you are-
deleted his token. I was gonna get
It's
to
funny
him,
'cause I don't think my
but
character
hold
would know what a
on.
beetle is.
Where the fuck did he go? I had made his token visible, and then he just disappeared. Change layer to tokens. Okay, there we go. There's Beetle. So, in this case, why this is important is because, Reggie, you do know Beetle. He's your secret supplier.
Beetle, my boy, my lad.
And as you say this, he turns around. So, a little fun fact. He has a voice in the Zelda games, and his voice is funny. It's, how do I put it? It's hi-ho! It's like that. However, in all of my time of playing Zelda, every time I've seen Beetle, I've never given him that voice. So we're going to continue doing that. As the voice I have always given him, as he turns around and looks at you and goes, Reggie, is that you, my boy?
Yeah, it's me, Beetle.
And you two hug, as we now bring this episode to a close.
Finally made progress.
We made progress and learned
We
lore.
would have made a lot more if it wasn't for Zelk.
We're 30% of the way there.
To be fair,
that's a third, pretty good.
you guys finally learned some lore now.
Yeah, we got some lore.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Alright, so with that, and this being the end of this episode, I would like to thank everyone who watched and everyone who played for joining us on this fun little time we had together. I'm pretty sure we should be here, not next week, but the week after for it, I think. I don't think anything's going to interrupt that. But when we do return, we'll have another fun little adventure, I'm sure. But with that being said...
Camels yesterday.
Nice.
What?
With that being said, we are going to be heading off. And I'd like, again, to thank you all for joining. Go check out in the description all these lovely people that joined. Except for Shim Sham. He doesn't have anything for you to join, so fuck him. But yes, we are going to be heading off, and we'll see you all next time. Have a good one, everybody.